hello! I'm so sorry. Ohagogo! Is everybody ready for a Bokuten today? I'm happy. I'm really excited. Bokuten!
You've been excited, right?
Right? I didn't want to end the stream last time, but you have to end sometimes, right? So, and then that way we can have even more fun today, right? Aki-chan, what did you think of the first little bit of Bokuten there?
I have an issue with Shunsuke.
But just Shunsuke, right?
Just Shunsuke.
Well, for some travelers that maybe weren't able to catch the first little bit of Bokuten, I have a summary just for you. So, and this is our first time playing Bokuten too, so you know, it's good to have a little bit of a refreshing moment. Okay, thank you. Lunch break. I hope you have a nice lunch that's away from the rain.
Make sure you don't get wet and then get sick.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, Bokuten so far we play as the main character Kirinokojima Tomoe, a sullen young man who attends Miharugaoka Academy and also lives on his own after his parents died years ago. However, his days are still pretty lively. He lives next door to his energetic childhood friend Nakizaki Naruko, who wants to take care of him as much as she can.
Cute.
Cute. We also meet his classmate Kiyohito Taira, who seems rather easygoing but also mysterious at the same time. And when we go up to the roof, we actually find out that Tomoe has fallen off the rooftop before, but it was only just an accident. That's what he says. Just an accident. Nothing more.
Accident.
We also find out that the city we live in has an ancient tale that it was saved by angels during a famine, and according to that folk tale, angels still live in the city despite no one seeing them. After waking up before dawn, Tomoe decides to practice his archery skills by doing some empty draws, like without a bow or anything, or without an arrow.
You need a bow. You need a bow to practice
without
archery.
an arrow. Yeah, without an arrow.
That I know. I don't know much about archery, but that I know.
And yeah, despite not having an arrow, he feels that his draw hits a target. And in front of him lies what seems to be an angel. But we still don't know that much more. We then change perspectives to Kayo, who is a member of the track club and also has feelings for her childhood friend and track star Shunsuke. However, she learns that he's going to be moving to Hokkaido in 10 days. Yeah, he's not bothered by this at all either, and Kayo is conflicted about whether she should confess her feelings to him. She does decide to, but first she wants Naruko's advice. What will happen today? Will Naruko be able... Naruko じゃなくて。Will Kayo be able to confess to Shunsuke? Important, right?
Naruko is not stupid.
Kayo's stupid? Kayo's cute though.
Shunsuke.
Well, we'll see what happens to Kayo and Shunsuke, and maybe we'll find out who this angel is.
Yeah. Let's find that.
Let's go!
Snarfiesel,
thank you! Snarfiesel, thank you! Maybe we can be in Bokuten too? You know, Fujimaru Papa made us. And you know, maybe? Maybe not. Anyways, here. Shall we get going?
Okay.
Let's go!
And we're here!
Bokuten! It's so pretty. Oh, the snow. Great guy, thank you! Yeah, almost New Year's. あとちょっとだよ.
No, I guess it's not the last one of the year.
Not the last one, no.
We still have our New Year's one.
Yeah, our New Year's countdown will be the last stream of the year and the first stream of the year. First year of the stream.
I made it really difficult for myself.
Which one
You
is
figured
it?
out earlier.
It's the same one.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
Why does it bring me to no? Okay.
Okay, now we're Tomoe again, right? Okay. Oh? Ah, the crying girl from earlier popped into my mind as I watched. Ah, was that the angel? Huh? She must have been worried about something love-related. I'm sure that was it. Or was it Kayo? Kayo? Because Kayo was on the roof. She went up to the roof to talk to Naruko, and Tomoe was there. And then Kayo was like, kind of like, oh, who's this sad
I don't want
person?
him hearing.
Yeah, remember? Oh, okay, well, let's see.
Uh.
I remember watching her as she gallantly dashed up the hilly road.
Oh.
Her valiant figure running away like the wind. She must have fallen in love in an equally exhilarating way. Oh. Although it was lunchtime, there were students running around on the sporting grounds. That's all. It must be Kayo then. It's Shunsuke. He called it to me as I stared. I thought for a moment and remembered his name. Shunsuke Hashiguchi. Last year, I was chosen via lottery and wound up on the athletics festival committee with him.
Oh.
I was forced into it, but Hashiguchi had nominated himself for the position and worked really hard because of it.
Oh.
That reminded me, he was in the track and field club, just like the girl from before. Kayo-chan. What a strange coincidence.
Coincidence. Totally coincidence.
He's friendly. I don't think this is gonna go that well with Tomoe, but I guess. Given in personality, Hashiguchi and I weren't all that close.
I can imagine. Cheerful.
What about you? You look the same as ever. He gave off the impression that he practiced in the track and field club with zeal.
Oh.
It occurred to me that I'd seen him running during lunch like this a few times back then too.
Oh, this is a lot of information.
I like his eyebrows.
I think he would look better if he had instead of the little tuft of hair, if that was an eyebrow.
Wait, a third eyebrow?
No. Two of them, and where the eyebrows are right now, but
thick eyebrows.
Big eyebrows. He would have more personality to him.
I feel like if that was the case, he'd be less track and field looking though, no? Like his, aerodynamics would go down.
If he had big eyebrows?
Yeah, he gets smaller. No!
Oh.
Sashiburi! That's a first. Sashiburi. Oh, you're transferring? Oh, I see. When?
I don't care.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty sudden. Tomo even thinks so too. Something about this bugged me. Could this be related to why Nakizaki's friend from earlier was asking her for advice? He's pretty smart, right? Sounds like a lot of trouble. I gave a neutral reply, not wanting to get involved any further, but Hashiguchi didn't seem to mind. On the contrary, he opened up on his own. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Tomoe seems really not interested.
Yeah, but he's being nice though. I answered, implying he didn't need to tell me anything more, but he didn't seem to get the hint. Aki-chan, do you think that girl isn't Kayo?
I think she isn't Kayo.
I think so too. Shunsuke's forehead.
I think there's no problem with the forehead. Just the eyebrows.
Wait, so Tomoe be better with more forehead?
He's fine.
He's fine too?
He's fine too.
Would you want to Papa birth some good kids?
Birth some good foreheads.
Why was he telling me, someone who hadn't seen him forever, something like this? People sure acted weird when they fell in love.
Maybe people just act weird.
He realizes too. He must have seen the confusion on my face and apologized. Even so, he kept on talking. What if it is Kayo-chan? No? I wish he went just up and decide this was fate. But if he was interested in that girl from before, then I more or less understood the situation now. If she was consulting Nakizaki for advice on love and was interested in Hashiguchi, then Nakizaki would likely tell her to confess her feelings before he transferred.
Bad advice.
Oh, what if Naruko doesn't? as long as she asked him out, he would say okay, completely straightforward.
ま、最初から高嶺の花で
This is not good. Out of league, but Kaio-chan's childhood friend, so that would
What if
that doesn't
Naruto?
add up. What if it's Naruto? Oh, okay, let's not think too much about this. Yeah, I brought the girl.
Kaio.
Yeah, out of his league. I felt bad saying this, but she didn't seem like it, right?
Because she's his friend, right?
Childhood friends aren't a reach,
なんて
right?
だって相手は学園のアイドル有江小雪さんなんだから。
なんてだってアイドルか。
小雪有江さん。
おい。
誰？
Oh, it's not Naruto.
It's not Naruto. Not Naruto. It's not Naruto, and it's not Kaio-chan. It's someone we don't know yet. But now I want to see who she looks like.
Who she looks like?
See what she looks like. I didn't know anyone named Koyuki Aria. Me too. But I knew it wasn't that girl from the roof. I was fairly certain her name was Kaio. I guess nothing ever goes that smoothly. No matter what sort of advice Nakizaki gives her, her tears will go unrewarded.
Sad!
This was exactly why relationship advice wasn't something you should give out frivolously. I agree.
Yeah.
だから俺もそんなつもりはなかったんだけどさ。どうせ転校するんだったら最後に告白ぐらいしてやろうかと思うんだ。
Bokuten just started and it's already so painful. Travelers, we have to help them.
もう会うこともないんだし。
Ohakoko. Ohakoko.
He doesn't seem to care! Even about Aria-chan! 무리.
I guess people like him do exist, but
Maybe talkative people are just talkative.
love makes people talkative. それ本当? Is that real? Really? Why do people feel the need to fall in love so badly?
People.
I get that. Was it because nobody knows what true love actually means and how terrifying it can be?
Does he have experience?
No, Tomoe said that he doesn't believe in love, but that sounds like he's been hurt before. Or maybe it was because they didn't know how unhappy love makes people.
If you're unhappy, is it really love?
There's different thoughts going on. There are even people convinced of the exact opposite, that love was the secret to human happiness. I believe love is blind was a common saying.
You know what I think the secret to human happiness is?
What? What?
GGNLive.
That's a good answer, Aki-chan.
Right? I think the travelers agree with me, right?
The secret to happiness, the secret to life? You know, what is the meaning of life, Aki-chan?
GGNLive. Right.
Right? People typically mention it a different way, and it probably was meant to be positive, but there was a lot of truth to those words. Love is blind. Maybe this was what people meant when they said language can be powerful.
悪い悪い。久しぶりに会ったのにこんな話しちゃって。
Shinsuke.
He's that type of person. Shoken-san, Indonesia!
Hello! Senmapagi! それしか言えないかな。せいや。忘れちゃった。Senmapagi! Well, it sounds like you have a lot going on, but take care of yourself.
Bye,
サ
bee.
ンキュー。霧の小島も元気でな。
That sounds like Shunsuke's line. Bye,
Bye,
bee.
bee. Bye, bee.
Tell me what was on his mind must have made him feel better. He looked much happier.
That's good for him.
However, it made me feel equally gloomy.
Maybe not so good.
Was this nuisance of a thing called love, which dragged even outsiders like me into its clutches, something that could ever work out? I don't know, Aki-chan. Considering how gloomy Tomoe is, gloomy. I really like this kind of protagonist. It's refreshing. What do you travelers think? I feel like it's refreshing.
I'm hoping he changes.
He's not nibui. He's not nibui like most protagonists.
どうかな。
Yeah. When class ended, Nakizaki came over to my desk and sat down.
Go home without her.
I more or less got the hint that she was going to talk to that girl more, so I nodded without a fuss.
また泣き咲きなる子相談所か
Naruko Nakizaki Advice Center. Kiyohito chimed in from the sidelines. He was smiling and looked quite amused. Is this serious?
It's a girl's feelings.
別に茶化してなんかないってなんなら俺も協力しようか
He's gonna help? Kiyohito seems surprisingly serious, but Nakizaki shrugged at him.
いいわ。清人に頼むとめんどくさいことになりそうだから。
そりゃ言えてる
Definitely would be a pain. I wasn't sure what his outlook on love was, but it was probably a little out of the ordinary. Kayo-chan. I heard a mild-mannered voice calling out to her. When I looked over, I saw half a body peeking into the classroom, waving at Nakizaki. It looked like they were going somewhere together. I probably didn't even need to guess where. The roof? Suddenly, I felt gloomy.
You felt gloomy. Gloomy.
じゃあまた明日ね。
チャロー
Chalo. Mata Chalo kita
Charai.
Chalo.
Charai.
Really? I don't know.
That's why I don't like
Nakizaki waved and ran off.
俺たちも帰るか
Yeah.
霧の小島。
Nakizaki came back for some reason.
Oh.
What was that?
なんだ忘れ物か
そうじゃなくて、
Oh.
霧の小島にちょっと
What? Oh, Nakizaki looked my way with a troubled expression.
ちょっとだけいいかな。
Oh no. Me? That girl from earlier was anxiously staring at me from the doorway. I had a bad feeling about this. Advice from Tome? Oh, to be honest, I didn't want to come along.
Seems like it.
But she always did so much for me and rarely asked anything in return. I couldn't refuse without hearing her out first.
Yeah.
彼女、私の友達で、福津佳代さん。
Alright, we're gonna help, we're gonna help.
幼馴染の小島智恵。
Oh, Kayo-chan, she looks so worried. Nakizaki introduced us to one another. Ukutsu stared at me with a serious expression on her face.
突然ごめんね。
Oh.
どうしても霧の小島君に
Ask us? Oh, are we gonna be like a messenger? What is it?
昼休み、 校庭で橋口に
Oh! Smart!
だから。
Now it made sense. She saw that?
彼と親しいの？
No, not really. We were just on the athletics festival committee together last year.
そうなんだ。
Ukutsu looked a bit disappointed when she realized we weren't all that close, but there was still a shade of hope in her eyes.
昼間は何話したの？
We should tell her, real. All the information.
急にこんな詮索するようなこと。
no.
Despite apologizing, she still waited for my answer. We ran into each other for the first time in a while, and I heard he was transferring soon. It surprised me since it sounded all very sudden.
それだけ？
No.
No.
Lord.
Not more or less. Now that we got into the heart of her question, Ukutsu didn't seem to know what else to ask.
ごめんね、急に。
Nakizaki jumped in and threw her lifeline.
あのね、もし知ってたら教えてほしいんだけど、もし知ってたらでいいから。
Oh, we know. Nakizaki added on the comment at the end. She was basically telling me that I didn't need to force myself to answer. She had become cautious of dragging me into conversations like this.
橋口くんって今好きな子いる
We
の？
know. Yeah, he does. It was the exact question I expected. That was most likely what she wanted to ask me from the start. Let's answer honestly. She may have guessed we talked about something like that this afternoon just based on the mood, even if she hadn't heard anything in detail.
本当、突然ごめんね。
Yes. Let's tell. Say it, right? Say it. Ukutsu looked at me with her hands pressed together. I didn't hesitate. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, her name. A question mark popped up over her head. Maybe my answer was too blunt. So I told her flat out one more time. Hashiguchi seems to have someone he likes. He said so this afternoon.
そうなの？
And it's not you. Fear leapt to Ukutsu's eyes. But then, a different light gradually began to gleam in her eyes. A light of hope.
それって
Not you. Ukutsu's voice was shaking.
She looks so cute too.
The way she was acting may have put me in a spiteful
Why?
mood. Oh. Why? Because she was exuding this aura of anticipation from her whole body, seemingly wondering, is it me?
How could he be so mean?
She may have been hopeful since I was so quick to answer and assumed I couldn't have done so if it was an answer she didn't want to hear. But he's... People normally were thoughtful like that. An ordinary person wouldn't either beat around the bush or pretend they had no idea if they knew the answer would hurt her. People in love subconsciously felt entitled to that sort of consideration from those around them.
何よこの上から目線。やだ
I don't know. I feel it's refreshing though too. Hello, hello.
No. Chalo.
Chalo じゃないの? Chalo. I doubted she meant anything bad by it, but I also couldn't forgive how arrogant she was being. How could she calmly drag someone completely unrelated into her own business?
知ってるなら教えてくれない
Poor Kyle, right? Yeah.
But we didn't get a choose.
We didn't get to choose, but that's because Tomo is just smart like that.
Or just mean.
He's refreshing.
But there's way to say it, and that's not the way. You have to help her heart first. No.
Ukutsu looked mystified when I spoke that name. The very next moment, it was replaced with an expression of despair. Oh, I immediately regretted. He's a good person though.
You
He regretted
regretted it,
it, right?
マリエ小雪
Does she know her?
3年生の
Oh.
He didn't say, so I'm not sure.
そうだったんだ
Ukutsu was visibly dejected and dropped her shoulders. It looked like she had gotten her hopes up that she was the one Hashiguchi had feelings for. However, those hopes were short-lived and crushed into a million pieces. And of course, I was the one who had crushed them.
そっか
But see,
バカみたい
she got to avoid it though now. Now she doesn't need to confess and be hurt more, right? So
right.
maybe this is the better option, you know?
Better outcome.
Right? This time she left to herself. Her feelings darted from hopeful to hopeless to laughing.
そっか
Oh.
なんだ
Kayo.
It's okay to cry, naite-yo. Her eyes began to water. Nakizaki hugged Ukutsu gently to help her hide her tears. What a force? I was such a fish out of water here.
Oh.
But it's good though. It's good that he said something, and then Naruko was there to be able to like console her and hug her, you know. So
He messed up everything.
no, I think this is the good thing. What if actually if Kaio confessed her feelings and then
It would be
Shinsuke was
worse.
like no,
But there's
Right?
still a
It'd be
better way to
worse.
say things. Right?
I think it was good to be blunt this time.
どうかな
I think it was good. Yeah, 片思いね、辛いよね。A short while after we said goodbye to Ukutsu, Nakizaki apologized. We were walking home. Oh, it's okay.
ごめん
She bowed her head as we walked.
でも
What? She looked at me semi-angrily. Oh no. I kept walking, feeling her eyes drilling into the side of my face.
霧の小島かやの相談が橋口くんのことだって気づいてたんじゃない
We did. This rarely happened, but she sounded like she was scolding me. Considering what I'd done, that was probably to be expected. More or less, yeah. There was no use hiding it, so I answered honestly.
どうしてあんなこと言ったの
Right?
Why? Because she asked. I feel like it's okay though.
There's a way to say
There's
it.
a... But...
あれとかああいう風に答え
Yeah,
たら
Kaio needs a
かよ
hug,
が
right?
分かってたでしょ
I guess that is how it would normally go.
じゃあどうして
Right?
She stopped in place and glared hard at me. I was surprised to see not anger, but sadness show in her eyes. Even if I hadn't, she would have found out eventually. It's a fact. Hashiguchi would have told her the exact same thing. Right? That's how I feel though. Isn't it better if she learns the truth ahead of time? Now she accepts it and move on.
それはそうかもしれないけど。でも、
言い方が大事だよね。It's important to choose your words, right? Setting aside whether or not I need to put that much thought into what I say, was the answer I gave such a big problem?
Rude.
どういう意味？
Right.
Hashiguchi does seem to like someone other than Okutsu-san. What's wrong with that? Oh, what's wrong with it? I mean, if she honestly didn't want to know, she'd be better off just loving him in her fantasies. Is it really such a big deal that Okutsu knows Hashiguchi loves someone else?
それは大問題でしょ。だって橋口くんの気持ち次第でカヨの思いが通じるかどうかが決まるんだから。
I don't know, if I was Kayo, I think I want to know, you know, and then yeah, that way you know if he likes somebody else and they get told beforehand, then you're like, okay, over. No, does not work like that, baby.
But still, there's a way of saying it.
Yeah.
そんなことはないと思うけど。
If she really loved him, it shouldn't matter who he loves.
What does that mean? Huh?
Huh? No one can take the feeling she has for Hashiguchi away from her. That's true, but
Yes or no?
in the sense of nani?
What do you think? Yes or no?
Yeah. You can always try to make him, fall in love with.
100% yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Making somebody fall in love with you, though.
What?
That sounds like only something that works in like kids manga, no?
Oh, that
Like,
sounds.
using magic.
That sounds
Magic
bad.
or
Where
like
everybody
magic.
gets hurt. Yeah.
If it's a childhood friend, I feel like it's always okay to confess.
No, I don't agree with that.
Really?
Cause then it changes things.
That's true.
No matter the
That's
result,
true.
things change. You can
But-
never go back to being childhood friends anymore.
I feel like there's a high success rate, no?
But then everything could end too.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Danger.
Very dangerous.
Okay. Oh, she's still free to keep on loving him. Nobody can stop her from doing that's true.
I think
but
he doesn't understand.
maybe Tomoe hasn't been hurt before. He doesn't understand. Maybe
He doesn't understand. He's just stupid.
because won't she just be hurt more if she still continues to have those feelings? If she cares so little that she can only love him if he loves her back, she'll be better off giving up on him now while she's ahead.
Well, that's not wrong.
If this were true love, something this small wouldn't give her doubts. Does it? As soon as I got that out of my system, I regretted it once again.
Yeah.
Nakizaki was still looking at me with that sad expression.
小島の言ってることは正しいかもしれない
It might be true, yeah.
誰もが霧の小島みたいに強いわけじゃないんだよ
Oh, he's surprised strong. I couldn't believe my ears.
He sure is acting like it.
Nakizaki looked startled and covered her mouth. Oh? It's okay, yeah. I don't know, I feel like... Is it so bad to call Tomoe strong though?
He's acting like it. He's at least pretending to be.
I guess he's very
Right.
fragile on the inside though, right?
But he's pretending to be strong. Because he hurts, right?
True.
So there isn't another option, right?
Yeah. Oh, but... I'm not strong, yeah. I had to say that much. I wasn't strong, and Nakizaki was well aware of it. So why was she saying this?
ごめん
So that's what the poll was supposed to be.
Would you do Kaya's position? No. So you know she still has many more years to her high school years, right?
Shinsuke was bad to
So-
begin with.
She can focus on her school,
Track study.
track
Track
you know?
study.
Yeah. So
Track study. Practice. Track practice. Yeah. That's what I meant.
she meekly apologized, but I wasn't sure whether my feelings had gotten through to her or not. There was absolutely no way I was strong. If that were true, then I should have been able to protect what was precious to me. What was precious to him? His family? The awkwardness hung over us until we eventually arrived home.
じゃあ後でご飯持ってくね。
She's still gonna bring you dinner,
right?
even
She's
though you
kinda
said
mad.
bad things.
But no, I'm fine for today.
そういうことか。
どうして？
Oh, look at Naruko. She's so sad. I don't have much of an appetite. I was thinking of going to bed early. That's true. Last time, remember the cat ate his food from Naruko? Yeah.
本当にそれだけ？
She inquired, most likely suspecting I was mad at her. Oh, that's it. I just don't have an appetite. This is Aki-chan when she's angry too. I think he's mad. It was true. This is why you shouldn't stick your nose into people's love lives. Love lives?
No.
Don't stick your nose into people's love lives.
Everybody will confess.
Confess your feelings. Wow. Wow. Aki-chan and I are the only
それじゃあ
part
明
of
日
the
の朝は豪勢に
16%.
するね。
Oh, fancy breakfast! Fancy breakfast! Yeah, that would be a big help. Oh. I responded to her smile with one of my own. Now that things could go back to normal tomorrow, as if nothing had happened. For us, this was routine. It was like a pearl of wisdom we had cultivated in our long time together.
じゃあまた明日ね。
Tomorrow.
Bye, Nariko. See you. Oh, no, maybe not.
何？
Would it be okay if I use the dojo right now? Oh.
今日はお父さん飲みに行くって言ってたから大丈夫だと思うけど、
Oh?
今
The
から行くの？
dojo? We're gonna go to the dojo? For a little change of pace. Oh,
そっか。じゃあ後で鍵うちに取りに来て。
I know that he said that Nariko's dad was his shisho, but they have a dojo too. Yeah, I'll come by after then. She left me with a smile and headed home. Time to go focus and cool my head a little. If I went to sleep now, I knew I would have bad dreams. It's a good idea. Sometimes, you know, you just...
Exercise is good. Oh, gosh.
I see.
Does this remind you of something?
Miami?
Oh, I can't play the sound.
Click, click, click.
Did the sound remind you of anything? Will it play again? No. It reminded me of...
Oh! 3, 2, 1.
Phasmophobia! When they get you!
Yeah.
This isn't that type of game.
No.
No.
We're doing archery right now, and we're not ghosts getting people. No.
No.
Huh. I felt myself gradually focusing inward as I listened to the sound of the bow being drawn to its limit. Hit. But I wasn't caught up on whether or not I would hit the target. Noko Sakijo. I knocked the next arrow with a clear mind and drew the bow once more. The only thing visible in my sights were the target. When I focused straight ahead, the target sitting 28 meters away felt like it was right in front of me. I would never miss such a close target. Therefore, it would hit. Hit. With every hit, my chest ached. I disregarded the pain and drew my bow with a clear mind once more. My chest ached.
Why?
Maybe I was drawing the bow in order to feel this pain?
Kinikutsu?
Kinikutsu じゃない. Oh!
Is that what he means by...
Did you see that? Did you see that? My hand halted mid-drop. But in an instant, the figure disappeared. Am I seeing things? I thought that had appeared again. Yeah. What in the world was that? It couldn't possibly be a real angel. Now my motivation is totally shot. Why?
Time to call it a day.
I had only just started, but I completely fallen out of the mood to practice. Guess I'll just go to bed. I gave up and turned my attention to the night sky. My smoky white breath soared above me as if sucked up into the starry abyss. Oh, the pain in my chest had already dissipated.
Well, that's good.
Well, he left the angel at home. Do you think she'll still be there?
Oh, October 17th.
It's morning already? Through the window again. I woke to Nakizaki's cheerful voice.
Akira!
I told you not to come into the window. Truly, the usual routine. I could see.
I
can't see it though. It would be nice if we weren't quite so recurring. Still, having a routine was also kind of nice. It's good to have a routine. Maybe not this routine, but it's good to have a routine. Yeah. Hey, Nakizaki. That girl yesterday, Ukutsu, how is she? Oh, that's good. He's wondering about her. After I asked, Nakizaki stared at me blankly for a moment before she grinned. Right? Right? He is a good person, you know?
大丈夫。昨日も電話で話したけど、落ち着いてちゃんと受け入れようとしてるみたいだ。
See?
That's good.
I see. I'd expect no less of Nakizaki. Looks like she followed up with her after the fact.
じゃあ着替えて顔洗ってそれからご飯ね。
Okay, Mon.
Nakizaki went downstairs. Maybe it was my imagination, but it sounded like there was a spring in her step. Oh,
ねえ、義理の小島。
bread or rice? Oh, wait. Really?
No.
Her lively tone quickly changed into a muffled shriek. This time she yelled so loudly the neighborhood probably heard her. What is it?
You forgot there's an
Hey,
angel
what's wrong?
downstairs.
It's good. I ran into the living room and Nakizaki was stiff as a board. She was staring at something, her eyes round as saucers. What's wrong? There was no need to ask. The thing that had surely shocked her was lying on the floor. Actually, it looked more like a person than a thing. She's still here.
I thought maybe it was a cat and they were just trying to get us.
No. It was the feather girl I had seen yesterday morning, and an illusion I had seen last night. She was supposed to have vanished, yet here she was, curled up asleep on my floor.
This floor must just be too comfy.
Maybe it's those, those heated floors that they have. Why is she back again? Oh, did she leave? Maybe that wasn't an illusion last night either.
またって。
Again, yeah. No, not exactly. How should I explain it? I came up short and put my eyes back on the sleeping girl. The girl was sleeping quite comfortably.
Comfy.
Almost shockingly so. Hello, dear angel. Hello. Way to sleep so soundly in another person's home. I couldn't help but admire how shameless she was.
誰なのこれ。
When you're so tired, sometimes anywhere is good, The table, or the sofa, or the floor, wherever, the bathtub. Wait, sometimes. Dangerous, but beats me. I don't know either.
マジ？じゃあ警察呼ぶ？
We don't call the police on cute invaders, right, Aki-chan? No, the cops for this.
If it has wings, don't give them a ring.
That's what they say, right? As expected, Nakizaki's eyes were focused on both the girl's back and head. They were the usual white feathers, not the boots. They were the usual white feathers on her back and a halo hovering above her head. I hadn't gone crazy. Nakizaki seemed to be able to see them too.
これって天使？
Is it? Don't ask me.
だって。
She has wings And a halo. Hearing our voices, the girl stirred. Her long eyelashes quivered and her eyes slowly opened. So cute. The feathered girl looked at us both, blinking her eyes with wonder. Are you half asleep? Oh,
私、
寝て
ました。
yeah, you were
よだれ
There's you.
Makoto never dreams or sleeps. Jules in her sleep.
I was actually looking at the pillow cover and maybe we should wash. She quickly wiped off her mouth. This couldn't really be an angel, right?
すみません。お見苦しいところをごめんなさいまして。
No, not at all. She acted embarrassed, still wiping her mouth. No matter how you looked at her, she really didn't seem like an angel. Angels are all kinds, they come in all shapes and sizes, right?
ねえその背中
On your back? Nagisaki timidly pointed out at you know what. You know what? They're so full. Her wings. She let out a shriek after spotting the feathers on her own back. Flustered, she tried to cover them with her hands, but she couldn't reach. She spun around in place, almost like a dog chasing its own tail. Oh no. Oh no. This was absolutely hysterical.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
飛び込みのお笑い芸人かな
Looks like she could be. No, she's just cute.
楽しんでいただけましたかじゃなくて
I like angel question mark. Oh, huh? As if she remembered something, she clapped her hands together and let out a shout. Goodbye. Right before her eyes, the halo above her head and feathers on her back disappeared in a flash, like a TV that had its plug. That was close. They could have seen, right? Isn't it something someone who actually hid them well would say? She's cute, right?
You didn't see anything. She's forgetting the important words. You didn't see that.
Of course not. We saw everything. So you were trying to play it off. Not that I've been fooled at all. If hiding them was possible, she should have done that from the start, right? She seemed like nothing more than a semi-clumsy girl, but at this point, I guess there was no conceivable way she could have been considered ordinary. Outfit's not quite what everybody wears either. Oh, Naruko's gonna ask the question straight up.
Would you wear that, Makoto?
Well, okay, if you were an angel, then everybody would be looking at your halo and your wings, right? So technically you could wear whatever you wanted to and you wouldn't get self-conscious, right? Right? Thank you! Super chat,
I know why you super chatted.
What?
It's because you want to see Makoto in that outfit, right?
Really?
I know it.
It would be interesting to try for what's it? Kibun Tenka?
No,
no,
I am good.
A change for a change.
Know what? You could change.
Maybe in the summertime.
We can try Naruko's outfit.
That's not much of a change at all.
For a good change. See? You can try Naruko's outfit. It's very different.
But Naruko, I guess. I don't know if her sweater's long enough. I think maybe I'm a bit taller than Naruko-chan.
Is that the only issue?
Well, it's a sweater dress, right? Yeah. I would like to have some sort of pants.
Or sweater pants?
No, some sort of pants, not sweater pants.
Sweater pants.
Well, are we an angel? Are you an angel? Dochi. Nagizaki nervously asked. The girl trembled in shock. Oh, that's a yes now, right?
The little wings don't help.
There's so many sets of wings, even though her wings are gone. Oh! The girl hung her head in resignation. By asking us to keep quiet about it, she was effectively admitting she was an angel. At this point, neither of us were surprised. Nagizaki looked like she had vaguely expected it. Ah! Shokken-san, irashai! Hello! Ohagoku!
We are looking at an angel. She can't hide it no more.
Looks like it. Yep, she's an angel. Who knows? I think if she can make her halo and wings disappear, she's pretty real.
Right!
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but I knew all too well from examining those feathers before they weren't fake. On the other hand, I had my reservations about suddenly believing she was an angel. Indo-kun, thank you!
Hi?
Naruko-chan's outfit for Aki-chan?
I don't think that will work.
Pink to Aki-chan? Pink?
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 Oh! 勘違いしてた。
Oh, what kind of pink were you thinking?
No. なんでもないよ。
Oh, I see. Okay, well, but this time I wasn't alone. Now that Nakizaki and I had seen the same thing, it was a lot more convincing than the last time. At the very least, it was good to know that I wasn't going totally crazy.
Yeah!
I will be quiet about it if you live with me.
Huh?
That's what it usually is, right? You know? And then
Blackmail?
no, and then our love story began, you know?
ちょっと違うな。
It kind of sounds like, you know, the format, you know, like I'm a goddess, and a priest teacher, you know? That sort of format, you know?
大体いきなり天使だって言われても
But the wings and the halo are...
でも羽が
Right.
も見ちゃったし
She's definitely an angel. Nakizaki sounded deeply conflicted about whether to believe it or not. Can't you do that much with magic? Magic tricks can be pretty clever nowadays.
さっきの手品に見えた
That looked real. It'd be bad if we could tell it'd be bad if you could tell it was a trick. Anyway, setting that aside for now. Why did you come back? Did she ever leave? I asked
she
about
left, she left.
She did, she did? Oh.
おー
Why? How did you even get inside? The doors and windows are all locked.
天使なら壁をスーッとすり抜けて入れたりするんじゃないの
Maybe she can just go right through the walls.
Can angels do that? I think that's ghosts.
Are ghosts and angels the same? Real though.
Not the same.
Ah, she could do it. She tried.
Huh?
She's a polite angel. That'd be rude, right? Oh, through a proper opening. Which opening is it that he doesn't know of? Yeah, an opening? Ah, the window too? Oh? The self-proclaimed angel led us to the backyard. Is it gap? We appeared below and saw a crack in the wall near the ground that looked just big enough for a cat to pass through. And see, maybe the cat that came in the other day then showed her where it is. Into the storeroom. She told us proudly, like a young detective that had just pointed out the culprit. Well, it was good to know how the stray cats were getting inside.
泥棒みたい
Oh no, Naruko's not having it.
天使と泥棒は全然違いますよ。まだ幽霊の方がいいです。
So, it'd be better to call her a
ことは
ghost.
泥棒みたいじゃない
そうなんですか。
I'd accept a burglar like that. Aki-chan, what about you?
勝手に人の家に入るのは泥棒でしょ
Feathers? You want to touch the feathers?
してないですよ。
She stole a nap.
猫ちゃんも入ってたから。
The kitties are coming in too, so it's okay if Angel's going that way too, right?
Oh.
I am in full agreement.
Oh.
All the cats, all the angels, please. Apart from the feathers on her back and halo above her head, she didn't look any different from a normal human, but something definitely felt off about her. My instincts were telling me, this isn't a person. I am an angel. There wasn't a human alive that would suddenly believe something like that, especially from someone they just met. But I had accepted it despite that logic. This is a real angel. However, admitting it went against my sense of reason. Wouldn't it be far too irrational for angels to exist in this world?
Is it?
Is it? I was sure Nekizaki felt the same. All the more reason we are so bewildered.
霧の小島どうする？
We keep her! Ask all you want, but I have no idea. The whole situation was hopeless, but there was one option. If you leave here right now and never show up again, we'll pretend we never saw anything. I don't like this option. Not this option, no.
Maybe not this option.
Option B, please. We would act like nothing happened and forget everything. In doing so, we could sweep this all under the rug for good.
それが
See, she agrees too. Option B, please. However, the self-proclaimed angel turned down my proposal. Why does it have to be here?
Cause it's warm.
すみません。
Oh.
ちょっと
Looking for
探し
something?
物が
For what?
Oh.
探し物？ここで？
この前
Oh!
落としたみ
Where
たい
did she
で。
drop? Was she talking about the day she fell from the sky? Come to think of it, her falling from the sky was also mysterious, but I didn't want to get any more involved than necessary. I was better off oblivious to the details.
一体何を落としたの？
それがですね。
It's fine. Look around as much as you want. I said before she could answer.
Oh.
いいんですか？
The self-proclaimed angel was surprised that I gave my consent before she revealed what she'd been searching for.
いいの？探し物が何かも聞いてないのに。
It doesn't matter. You'll leave once you find what you're after, right? What if it's not here though?
大丈夫です。
Can she stay forever then? That works for me then. As long as you find it quickly and get out. If you leave right away, then I don't care whether you're an angel or not. She hung her head sadly. The way I phrased it must have sounded cool, right? He doesn't care.
Grades are important.
ありがとうございます。
Oh.
迷惑をおかけしちゃいますが、なるべく早く見つけて出ていきますか
I
ら。
will like it if you found it, but then stay forever, please. I couldn't
Am
proceed.
I not enough for you?
It's more fun though, right? It's more fun when there's travelers around too, right? Just like that. I couldn't
Oh, sorry.
I felt guilty, but I didn't see any need to worry about it since I was dealing with Angel. Oh, a question?
一つ聞いてもいいでしょう
Ask all the questions.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh.
あなたは天使がお嫌いなのですか？
Yeah, the girl asked nervously, just like a human would. She was clearly scared to hear my reply. Could angels feel dread as well? Oh, if you mean the legendary, non-existent variety of angels, then I don't particularly like or dislike them.
実在しないと。
Don't hurt her like you hurt Kaio. Oh, she puffed out her chest, putting her existence she had tried to hide until moments ago on display. I wasn't pleased with her unreserved attitude.
What?
There's no way angels could exist. Oh, but she's right here. I said, aware of what was standing before me. The self-proclaimed angel looked like she was going to cry.
そんな
Oh.
どうして？
The girl stared straight into my eyes, looking for the true meaning to what I'd said. Confusion and terror mingled in her pupils. Oh.
どうして
Oh.
天使がいないと思うんですか？
Because, isn't it strange? He doesn't believe in love. Why would he believe in angels,
Angels,
right?
right.
If angels truly existed, then there's no way there would be so many unhappy people in the world. Oh,
Maybe he just doesn't know what an angel can do.
right? Angels are beings that make people happy, right? Oh, do they?
それはすみません。
Oh! apologize. The self-proclaimed angel apologized, almost as if she would take responsibility for not eliminating unhappiness from the people of this world. That only served to assert that she was, in fact, an angel. Talk about arrogant.
What?
Angels don't exist. I won't accept it. But even if they really do exist, I'll never be able to forgive them for it. If angels existed, then his parents would be alive? Is that it? The girl cowered at my comment as if she'd been struck. It's okay, Tomoe. I can take her for you. Naruko's mad. Nakizaki scolded me for my nasty comment. I looked away from the angel to calm my senses and caught sight of the clock on the wall. Nakizaki, won't we be late if we don't get going? But if she's an angel, maybe she can fly you to school? Maybe? Nakizaki looked at the clock and panicked. Breakfast! No deluxe breakfast.
Toast.
Well, we had an angel instead, so that's really good, right? It looked like she had given up on breakfast. I was relieved I had gotten out of a depressing meal for once.
That's
Although
nice.
it was a small relief, it did nothing to clear the gloom in my heart. I don't care if she looks around for whatever she lost, as long as she promises to leave after she finds it.
分かってます。早く見つけますから。
Travelers, do you hurt as much as I hurt right now? Naruko already gave out one hug. Can she give out some more hugs to the angel? See you! Have a good day. I didn't look at the self-proclaimed angel's way any longer. This would be my last time meeting her. By the time I get home from school today, she should already be long gone.
That's what you think.
There was never any angel here. That was for the best. No, let's not go to school. Let's just stay with the angel.
It's a vacation. Are we changing?
We made it to school, maybe? The sky had drastically changed from yesterday's azure to heavy lead color. The forecast called for rain this afternoon, and it was likely the weather wouldn't disappoint. Nakizaki was worried about that self-proclaimed angel. I'm pretty sure we can call her angel at this point. We don't need to keep on calling her self-proclaimed angel. Is there any travelers that think that she's not an angel, I wonder? Right? Pretty sure she's an angel.
Yeah.
If she's an angel... Nakizaki shot me a questioning glance. I believe it. I'm not sure. Who knows?
Skeptical.
Doesn't believe in love. Doesn't believe in angels. Probably doesn't believe in Santa. Naruko too.
私も霧の小島が言ったのと同じ気持ち。天使が本当にいるなら、
Oh, really?
不幸な人なんてこの世からいなくならなかった。
Maybe they're just doing their best, but it's
Right?
hard.
It's hard, you know? Like when you're the guardian angel among us, it's really hard to protect people, right?
That sounds like great.
Right?
それに本当に目の前に現れると考えちゃうよ。見えないものの方が信じられるってあるの
That's
かも。
true, you know? If you can't believe it, if you can't see it, it's more likely that you're gonna believe it, right? Easier to believe in what you can't see, huh? Shoken-san, irashai! Hello! Ohagogo! Today we're playing Bokuten! 僕が天使になったわけ. I more or less got what Nakizaki was trying to say. An angel given form seemed somehow imperfect. Intangible beings were far easier for people to place all their ideals upon. That way, they could be flawless creatures for all mankind.
天使って何なのかな。
No idea. There was no way I could know. In fact, I wanted an answer to that question myself. Oh? Nakizaki looked up at the sky. Huh?
Oh, rain.
雨だ。
No snow, just rain.
Rain began to fall from the depressing, lead-colored sky. Oh. Before nightfall, the drizzle of rain turned into a downpour, a cold, wintry downpour.
Oh.
Oh, if only she was still here, then he'd have a beautiful, warm house lit by an angel. But he said goodbye.
Now
So
she's run off.
the house was deserted. Oh, has she found what she was looking for? Not that it has anything to do with me. What had she been looking for exactly?
You didn't let her say, so you can't know anymore.
It's none of my business. Oh. Some sort of sound had come from the backyard. A cat!
Cat or angel. Or cat because cats are angels.
I thought it was just the rain, but it clearly didn't match up with its rhythm. Oh, it couldn't be. I looked out the window. Oh. Ah! The self-proclaimed angel was standing in the rain-soaked yard.
Don't let her catch a cold.
The angels catch colds. I wonder.
おかしいな。
Oh, she's still searching.
かな。
She had presumably finished going through the house and was now walking around and relentlessly searching all over the yard.
他にないと思うんだけど。
I want to help. Tomoe, help! I personally told her to look as much as she wanted, so I wouldn't feel awkward complaining about it. Guess I'll just like that. No! Don't leave her be! Help! It wasn't like she was hurting anything, though. Help! As it grew dark, the rain fell harder and harder.
How awful.
I was concerned, but didn't dare look outside. It would just cause me needless worry if I discovered she was still out there.
Maybe you should just let her in.
Yeah. A cat girl angel?
まだいるの？
Oh, see, if it was a cat girl angel, then we'll have that issue, Aki-chan. The issue, you know, when you combine too many good things together and then it's no longer good at all. You know, if you have like a little sister, with a little sister that's a Miko that has cat ears, and she's actually from the Sengoku Jidai, and she also has wings and an eye patch, and she has twin tails. You know, it's just too much. It's too much. Yeah. I heard Nakizaki in the backyard. She must have been bringing me dinner when she spotted the angel outside. Which meant that girl was still out there. Ah, that would be Nakizaki.
ねえねえ。
Ah,
ちゃん、
cute.
何いるよ？
I like the bear. She said suddenly, as if she couldn't keep it to herself while delivering my dinner. Looks like it. She's still
放ってお
out
いてい
there.
いの？
No! There's not much else you can do, or you can help.
でもこんな雨降ってるの。外寒いよ。
If she's really an angel, then she'll be just fine.
そうなのかな。探し物見つからないのかな。
If she's having this much trouble finding in my tiny backyard, then I'm sure it isn't there. She'll give up sooner or later.
いいけど。
If she couldn't find it, then she had no choice but to give up. Nothing complicated about it. Not to mention, there was nothing I could do for her. It reached 11 p.m. before I knew it. Guess I'll go to bed. It was still pouring rain outside. It must have been a fittingly cold rain which marked the changing of the seasons. I'm sure it's only cold by human standards. Angels would definitely have their own standards that differ from those of humans. I opened the curtains and peeked into the backyard. The self-proclaimed angel was still there.
Sneeze tags. Sad sneeze tags.
Sad every dollar gets the angel closer to finding the item. That kind of sneeze tax. Oh. Is she really an angel?
I don't know. Do angels sneeze?
We don't know much about angels, but if we study her, we'll know more, right? Yeah, just give her a name, right? I want to call her more than self-proclaimed angel, or just angel. No, thank you!
Thank you!
Bless you, angel. I want to give her a name. Oh, what in the world was she searching so frantically for? What could be worth looking for so desperately? It's not her halo, she had that, so... How had she even lost something so precious to her?
Right?
Oh. He's thinking back about when he was practicing. I recalled that moment, the sound of the bowstring being pulled to its limit. Was it my fault? Probably. She had fallen immediately after that, along with those white feathers. Had the arrow hit her? No, that was impossible. That was an empty jaw. It wasn't like I had knocked an arrow. You couldn't hit something with an arrow you never fired, right? But angels are different, right? And even if I had, could a human arrow actually hit an angel?
Oh, good question.
Of course not. Whether this was guilt or a sense of responsibility, attributing this to myself in any way was pure egotism. An excessive sense of responsibility was no different from being egotistical. It's none of my business. The rain would likely stop tomorrow, and I did not doubt the angel would disappear along with it. Or so I hoped. No. Just hope.
Worst of the worst. If you can't even let an angel inside from the rain, then who would you?
She's still out there. Oh, it's still raining too. She went home? Oh. As soon as I woke up, I immediately looked down into the backyard from my window. The rain was still falling gently, but the girl was nowhere to be seen or found. I didn't know whether she had found what she was looking for, or hadn't and had given up. Either way, she shouldn't have any more business here. Seeing the backyard empty was a relief. Everything was back to normal now. If I forgot about her, it would be like nothing ever happened. Still kind of early, huh? I often slept in until the last second in the morning. Didn't waking up early like this make it seem like I was actually worried about her? Well, whatever. That was done and over with. She's sleeping. Inside, please.
Warm.
She's still here? The girl was snoozing and snoring away. She must have tried to stave off the rain by taking shelter under the eaves, but ultimately failed and was totally soaked. Oh, Bat!
Always the worst.
Her wet hair clinging to her forehead was just asking for pity. And she's supposed to be an angel. There was nothing angelic about searching frantically for something while soaking wet.
That's because it's all your fault.
Guess I have no choice. In the 1 in a million chance she did catch a cold, she wouldn't be able to search for whatever she had lost and would never leave. That's the reason we're gonna pick today. We need to be nice because if we're not nice, then she's never gonna leave, right? I brought an unused blanket from the house and draped it over her. There probably wasn't much point since she was an angel, treating her like a human was probably wrong anyway. She snuggled into the blanket and began to breathe comfortably. I feel like an idiot for worrying. Is she hungry?
Daisy is better so far.
Thank you! Aki-chan はね、英語すごく頑張ったよ。Aki-chan worked really hard on her English.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was sleeping soundly, but had she found what she was looking for? Not that it looked like she was holding anything. Probably not. But she looks happy right now, so that's good. What in the world could she have been looking for? It must have been something difficult to find. Perhaps it was small? Maybe it's a ring or some kind of gemstone. Oh, if it's that small, she may not be able to find it regardless of how tiny this backyard was. They talked about the heartstones, was it?
Oh.
The heartstones, but they weren't actually. They were just like a tourist item.
Right. Oh,
Yeah. Since it had rained so much, the ground was muddy and in a pretty sorry state. She's not looking for that though, right? It likely wasn't anywhere you could spot at a glance, at least.
oh.
Maybe it was hiding off in the shrubs? Oh boy. As I said that to myself, I tried pushing through a thicket of grass.
Yeah.
Due to the rain and amply wet undergrowth, my body and clothes were instantly soaked. It's cold. If I keep doing this, I'll get sick in no time. Wandering around in the rain for close to a day was probably unreasonable, even for an angel. Through my grumbling, I continued my search. I hate people who are bad at giving up. Oh, knowing when to give up was crucial. Not all wishes could come true. Ah, travelers, which one are you?
Oh.
I think Tomoe is right, but I'm definitely not that. I think we're both pretty stubborn, right, Akita?
Stubborn.
Stubborn. You know, never give up. Never give up, right?
I don't think I'm that stubborn.
If you have a dream and you have a goal, then go for it.
I don't think
give
I'm
up.
that stubborn.
But give up when you feel like you physically can't do it anymore, you know?
Already.
Yeah. Then it's important.
心折れる.
Yeah, that time, right? I want to be rich. I want to be popular with the opposite sex. I want to date someone beautiful everyone will be jealous of. Oh, these are good thoughts. I want to get good grades without any effort. I want to be with the person I love for the rest of my life. People bore many wishes. But what percentage of those could really come true? Wouldn't the vast majority of those wishes be ungrantable? That was why giving up was occasionally necessary. No, giving up was extremely vital. I think it's important to pick which dreams that are realistic, right? Ones that you can choose.
But sometimes even if they're not realistic.
Yeah, but you know, being like, I want this famous person to fall in love with me. Probably not realistic, right? You know? But
Mariah Carey.
but I want to get an A on my test. You know, you can do that. So go for it. Right? I think it's important.
I want to get into this university.
Right?
Yeah.
But you can't make the university fall in love with you.
No.
Oh no. Taken to the extreme, nobody would ever be unhappy if they never wished for anything. People will become unhappy because they have wishes. But are you happy if you don't have any wishes?
I think that's wrong. People are unhappy because they have wishes.
Are you happy if you have no wishes?
I think Tomoe is wrong. He's wrong. Daisy was just lazy, but Tomoe is wrong.
I realized that a long time ago at a very young age. Ever since then, I never wished for anything.
Meow.
Huh? I heard a cry from overhead. When I looked up, a stray cat was sitting on the first story eave. Don't slip and fall down. Huh? There was something sitting beside the stray who had popped down in place. I could only see part of it, but it seemed quite large. Is it an egg? Do angels have eggs?
Angel egg.
Huh? I have to get onto the second floor to see the rest of it. I went up to my room and looked down at the eaves from my window. Oh! A guitar!
Huh?
What was unmistakably a guitar, an electric guitar, seemed to be stuck there.
Is it still okay after being in the rain?
Right? An electric guitar? Put it in a bag of rice, right? Why is there a guitar there of all places? I hung out my window and reached for the guitar, but it was too far away. The cat likes the guitar. I don't suppose you could go fetch it for me.
Please, cat.
It's a stray kitten. I don't know.
Please, cat, get me the guitar.
I guess that's asking too much. Yeah, I think that's asking a lot. Cats don't have thumbs. I timidly crawled through the window frame and headed outside. Nakizaki still came over via the roof pretty often, but I hadn't gotten up here in ages. The last time may have been when I was elementary student. Oh, it's wet, but I know it's slip. I treaded cautiously, careful not to slip and fall, and somehow made it to the guitar. This isn't trash, is it? If the guitar's on the roof, do you think it's trash? The instrument was very well cared for. I couldn't imagine someone throwing it away. However, most of the strings were broken. Is this that Angel's lost property? I think so. There is no other reason for this to be here. Granted, I wasn't expecting what she lost to be so large. At the most, I was thinking it would be like a big angel's egg, but I was thinking it might be the heartstone, but really small or something, right?
But it was stuck up second floor, so...
You think with an angel that has wings, they could go like they could fly and look up and down, you know?
Like what's it? Drone!
Good job.
Drone.
Yeah. But you know, it's kind of ponkotsu, right?
Yeah.
May as well go make sure. Better recover it first. I slowly bent over and picked up the guitar. My feet slid the moment I tried to pick the guitar up. I immediately hugged it to my chest. I fell on my backside and kept on sliding. I tried to brace myself, but I couldn't get any traction. The roof ended and my body went in the air. I thought she would catch him. Still hugging the guitar, I fell down into the backyard.
She's asleep. What do you think?
She's an angel that doesn't really like to fly, maybe. My butt and my back took a severe whack, but thanks to how muddy the ground was, I was hurt less than expected. The guitar! Is it okay? There didn't seem to be any damage to the instrument I had clutched tightly to my chest, nor had it gotten any dirt on it.
Well, that's good.
I was completely covered in mud.
Who cares about you?
Wake up! We have your guitar. I wasn't surprised when I wasn't surprising when she'd woken up. Wakata. It wasn't surprising she'd woken up. The angel rose to her feet while wrapped in her blanket. Her sleepy eyes turned restless and spotted me.
Good morning.
Morning. We helped. Finally. It wasn't like I did it for her, but it was the tiniest bit annoying. Never mind me. Is this it? I showed her the safely rescued guitar. In an instant, her sleepy eyes sparkled. The angel jumped up and took back the instrument. Was that what you were looking for? What does an angel do with a guitar?
Good question.
I guess this really was what she was looking for. Who would have thought that she had so much trouble finding what she had so much trouble finding was so large? It may have been caught on the roof, but how did she miss it during her intense search?
Right.
She's Bokuten.
So cute.
I had so much wanted to say, but seeing her so happy because of my efforts took all the malice out of me.
That's good.
The angel is smiling ecstatically. Wasn't this the first time she'd shown such an expression? She looked like a different person when she smiled. It was almost enough to make you believe she was an angel she told you on your first date.
Really? You finally believe?
Could a smile alone drastically change your impression of someone? I'm glad we were able to find it. She hugged the guitar like it was a piece of treasure and bowed very deeply to me. Sure. Oh, he's bushy too! Now, if only he smiled, maybe her impression of him would change. Overwhelmed by her elation, I was at a loss of words. On the roof. Yeah, it was stuck up there on the roof. I pointed and showed her. Yeah. You crawled around the entire time?
She doesn't need her wings, right?
She's tired. You know, searching's hard. Being an angel, I figured she would have first taken flight and searched by air, right? But angels must have had different sensibilities from us humans.
とにかく見つかってよかったです。見つかって本当によかった。
Oh, did she notice the strings are broken? A scream echoed through the quiet residential district on this early morning. Her smile turned into an expression of shock. Don't be so loud. Everyone's still asleep. You're being a nuisance.
すみません。
But,
でもこれ。
but... The angel pointed to the neck of the guitar where only one string was still affixed.
弦がほとんど切れちゃってます。
Can she go to a music store and get them fixed, or does that not work for angel guitars? Yeah. Maybe they snapped when he dropped it?
そんなことありえます。
Oh, no?
No? Despite sounding unsure this whole time, she quickly shot that idea down. The girl had never before insisted anything upon me so strongly. Can the strings of an angel's guitar not break or something?
はい。
Ah! Normally they should.
弦じゃないので。
They're special. You can't get them on Amazon.
If an angel said so, then these really must have been very special strings. But they have snapped.
はい。それも僕も。どうして切れたんでしょう。
She could ask all she wanted, but there was no way I would know. Either way, there's no helping it. They're broken. Just put on new ones.
そんな簡単に。
Right? It's her guitar. I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
Oh!
She was ready to cry. No, she already was. She looked quite happy to have been reunited with what she had lost, but that was quickly replaced by her usual troubled expression. Despite being an angel, she had looked like she was on the brink of tears ever since I met her. That aspect was angelic. Oh, is it not okay for angels to cry?
Right.
これじゃあ
Oh,
困ってる人。
she uses a guitar to save people? Save people in trouble? With a guitar?
そうです。
Oh.
Oh!
天使の仕事なんですから。
I have to see this. The angel boldly declared, looking dead serious. I was startled by her nearly tangible resolve. But, that's... Oh! And here's Nariko. Nagizaki poked her head out of the neighboring house's window.
あ、天使。
And pointed. Hello isn't what you should be saying. What an idiotic morning. I think it's a good morning. Oh. Cute, right? Can she make the strings maybe? Or maybe there's like another angel friend that specializes in guitar repairs. Are we flying to school today? The angel was deeply moved by the sights. The rain, which had fallen until this morning, had ceased, and the perfectly clear blue sky stretched out above us. Don't you ever feel like that, you know, when it's been raining and then suddenly the sun's out and it's beautiful and bright and everything's blue and green? You know, it's like, 生きててよかった! Right?
Those days.
I understand. I understand the feelings of an angel too, right?
Oh, do you?
At least more than Tomori, that's for sure.
Huh.
It was a nice view, but was it really nice enough to cry over? Especially for an angel to do so.
世界って美しいですね。
She's so cute! Hey, what should we do about this?
どうしたんですか？
Nothing. Despite the two of us being stumped, the angel was off on her own, staring into space. Angels probably couldn't relate to human troubles. He's making a lot of assumptions.
Right.
Yeah, why is she here? She asked as she wiped away the tears in her eyes. They were detestably beautiful tears at that. Oh. This is a school. An angel wouldn't have any business with the school, would they?
Why not?
そんなことはないですよ。
Oh.
悩んでる人で。
You know, and in kindred spirits, there's lots of troubled people
But
there too,
ghosts.
right? Yeah.
そんな時こそ天使の出番というものです。
Right? The angel confidently puffed out her chest. And what can angels do?
それはですね。
What can they? May answer. Her expression visibly sank, and her shoulders dropped with disappointment.
天使は
Of course, without the guitar, she can't do anything.
Isn't that common knowledge? Without their guitar, angels can't do anything.
All the strings are fixed here. Yeah, guitar, that one with the broken strings.
はい、私たち天使は
Oh, my song! Okay, I have to hear this now. I have to hear this. Oh, I wonder what kind of
だって
song?
応援歌みたいなもの？
応援歌。
Oh, wait.
まあ平たく言えばそんなところでしょうか。
Oh,
でもそのためにはあのギターがないとダメなん
maybe
です。
she's just not very good at singing. Then why don't you just have it restrung? That was likely the only way of fixing a guitar with broken strings. I knew nothing about guitars, much less how to fix one, but it didn't sound like there was anything I could do.
それができればいいんですけど、私のギターはそう簡単にはいかない
What
ん
does
で
it
す。
take to get it repaired? I
どういうこと？
wonder.
替えの弦なんてないん
It
です
cannot?
あ
Not at all? They're irreplaceable? How
天
so?
使のギターの弦は
Mm.
赤い糸
Ah! He was
He
talking about the red string of fate before, remember? When he was drawing the bow. So, maybe did he? Because when he pulled the bow, he said it could snap, right? And he was talking about the red string of fate,
I don't
right?
think it's really
He didn't really?
No.
I don't know.
それってもしかして運命の赤い糸ってやつ？
はいはいそうです
Ah, the angel nodded like Nakizaki had just read her mind.
赤い糸を弦としてそれを奏で歌うことによって人々の声を応援することができるんです。
How could we
糸
fix
で
it?
二人を結びつけてくれるわけじゃないの？
言ったとしてはそうなんですけど、天使が意図的に二人を赤い糸で
Angels
結びつ
can't
け
tie
る
two
こと
people
ができる
together
って
with
いう
the
わ
red
けじゃないんです。それだと天使の意のままに恋人を生み出すことができちゃうじゃないですか。
That wouldn't be
例
good.
えば
If angels just created lovers whenever they wanted
私
to.
が二人のことを赤い糸でつなげられちゃった
Can angels do anything else?
二人は恋人同士になっちゃうわけですよ。
I don't.
私と君のコジマが？
Naruko's not
I
interested.
thought maybe she might, but she looks displeased, so I guess that's a no. I thought that was pretty rude, but Nakizaki and I probably wouldn't have been friends for this long unless you were this sort of person. I'll pass on being manipulated at an angel's whim. It could be worse than just me and Nakizaki. If angels could freely manipulate the red threads, I could suddenly end up becoming lovers with someone I'd never even met before. Forcing me to fall in love with someone I don't even like would be completely ridiculous.
確かに誰かに気持ちを操られるみたいなのはちょっとね。
Yeah, that would be
ですよ
good.
ね。だから、天使にはそんな能力はない
That's
です。
good, but
そう
yeah, what do
Right.
angels do then?
私たちにできるのは、
Ah,
傷ついたり悩んだりしてる人
encourage those who are
た
worried.
だ
I heard.
励ますこ
The
と
angel looked visibly depressed. It was the face of someone who lamented their own inadequacy. Oh, and that's why she was so upset earlier when we said those mean things, right? Oh, just encouraging them is inadequate.
はい。
でもギターの弦が一本じゃ励ますことすらできません。
You can't use it to play one
What
song.
about air guitar?
Air
Air
guitar.
guitar not good?
Acceptable?
Yeah.
ねえギターの弦ってじゃあ一度切れたらそれじゃあ困るでしょ？
困る。
Oh, she's not worried. She could be positive, right? Positive. The angel decisively answered.
Oh.
赤い糸が切れることなんてないん
But
ですよ。
yet they did, no?
どういうこと？でも切れたんでしょ？
そうなんです。だからおかしいし困ってるんです。こんな話聞いたことないし、どうしたらいいか。
Ask an angel friend, maybe. The angel drooped his shoulders once again and seemed to be at a total loss. It appeared she was troubled since something which should be unbreakable had broken, and it was completely unprecedented. It was now painfully clear how worried she was. What an unreliable angel. I was needlessly concerned over whether this girl could cheer up troubled people, even if the strings hadn't broken.
That's rude.
困ったね。なんとかできないのかな。
Yeah, is there something we can do? I don't think so, but Nakizaki exhibited her innate helpfulness,
大丈夫？
daijoubu, even toward an angel. An angel may be able to do something for a human, but I doubted mere humans could do the same in return.
あーでもほら、一本残ってる。まだ弾けないの？
Right.
さすがに1本じゃ。
One isn't good enough,
一
right?
本で何かできないのかな。
Bang.
Oh.
Oh,
スカウトに
the option of using a bow? A bow?
Oh.
それって天使の。
Oh. Right.
What Nakizaki had in mind had most likely popped into my own. The bow that was always being held by angels depicted in paintings and comics. Oh, the one whose arrows are said to make you fall in love if they pierce your
I
heart.
forgot about that.
Cupid!
Cupid.
Cupid on the roof. Can it be?
天使の弓矢って本当にあるんだ。
赤い糸をつるにして使う弓なら赤い糸が1本でも
Ah!
大丈夫です。
So it works. Problem solved.
ところが
Oh,
すごく下手くそで
she's not good at the bow, huh?
すごく練習したんですけど当たった試しがないんですよ
I
ね。
can't be helped, I guess. How much of a quack of an angel could she be?
弓なら霧の小島が得意じゃん。
Oh, yeah, but I don't think he can be an angel for you.
Can you train her?
It was too late to tell her not to say it. The angel's eyes shone brightly.
How to train an angel?
Definitely more shine than a small twinkling.
本当ですか？
ほんとほんと。真ん中にビシバシ当てちゃうから。
Nariko! Shh!
うちのお父さんが弓道を教えててね。霧の小島はお父さんの生徒だから。お父さんが無理やりやらせたから、もう結構弓道歴長いもんね。
Nakizaki clearly didn't get how I felt and just kept bragging. The angel's eyes shone more and more.
すごいです。こんな時に
Oh.
そういう時に
See?
なって
Yep.
運命としか思えます。お願いします。あなたのその力、私
Okay! The angel rose her voice, now practically clinging to me.
Oh.
Talk about a nightmare.
It's an
A nightmare. An angel hanging off me was totally gross.
Aww.
I wouldn't want her hanging off of you.
What?
Akira.
Me?
Yeah, I want her hanging off of me. Oh,
Huh?
I refuse. Oh, there was no need to think about it. My answer was obvious. Was it? Still, the angel must have not expected I would turn her down and look like she was a total disbelief.
どうしてですか？
Because it has nothing to do with me.
そんな。
Those supposedly unbreakable strings snap. That isn't my responsibility.
If an angel came to you and said, I need help, please help me, would you say, no, that's not my responsibility, I'm not involved?
I think that's a really bad idea.
Yeah. I would expect punishment.
Right? It would be a different story if I shot her down with an arrow, but I hadn't actually knocked one back then. I didn't know why she had fallen with that exact timing, but common sense dictated it had nothing to do with me. Besides, those guitar strings didn't normally break. At the very least, she had mentioned that she'd never heard of such a thing before now. That just made it less and less likely I had any involvement in breaking the strings. I do think it's unfortunate that you're in a tough spot, but that's an entirely different matter. I have no obligation to help you. Ah.
確かに義務はないかもしれません。でもあなたのその力で救われる人がいるかもしれないですよ。それなのにあなたは何もしなくて平気なんですか？
Wow, she's gonna be tough with her words now too. I guess that's the best way to fight in these kind of situations, right?
Right.
おかしいです。
Oh no, now the angel's gonna get mad at you. What a ridiculous situation. An angel was criticizing me for being a failure of a human. If this were a dream, I would likely hurry. I would like to hurry and wake up.
協力してくれないんですか。めんどくさいから。
He's already helped, so why doesn't he help a little bit more, right? Right.
ちょどうして。
The answer was simple. I didn't even have to think about why. Because love brings people nothing but pain. I see. I see. This is his answer, huh? The angel's face turned hilariously foolish all at once.
Tomoe is stupid.
The idea that love could make people miserable had likely never before crossed her mind for even a second. Otherwise, she never would have made such a foolish face.
それはどう。
The angel suddenly stopped moving. Oh? What? She held a hand to her ear, seemingly listening close to something. Listening closely to something, but we couldn't hear a thing. Oh?
どうしたの？
Ah, is it like a bell? A bell? Oh? Huh? She suddenly dashed off without responding. Next, she leaned over the fence to the roof and peeked downward. Oh?
ちょっと危ないわよ。
Oh! Since she was an angel, I figured she could fly even if she fell off the side, but Nagizaki was really panicked.
Again, he's just assuming.
It looked like the angel was staring down at the ground so intently she hadn't even heard her. Her eyes were focused on the sporting grounds.
何があるの？
Nagizaki seemed to have discovered something as well. I followed both their glances. And then I spotted it. No! It's gonna be a figure running out on the ground. It was a Kutsu. Kayo-chan. No. She was silently doing laps around the practice field by herself. Oh, even from this distance, I could tell something was amiss from how she was acting. Given what had just happened the other day, it wasn't surprising that her behavior worried me.
カヨがどうかしたの？
あの人、カヨさんって言うんですか。
私の友達。何か心
She's
配な
just
ことで
doing
もあ
lots
る
of
の？
laps. Nagizaki sounded concerned after seeing the angel's unusually stern expression.
あの人、
Mm,
恋をしてますよね。
she is.
どうして？
Now I was curious. Why had she noticed Ukutsu from so far away and so suddenly? For that matter, how did she know she was in love?
心がかけそうで。
Her heart's going to fracture?
心がかけるってどういうこと？
教えてください。
Oh.
何があったんですか。
Tomoe happened to her.
Awed by the angel's earnest appearance, Nakizaki explained the situation to her. That Ukutsu had asked Nakizaki for advice, but the person she cared for, Hashiguchi, liked someone else. And that had mercilessly told her all about it.
なんでそんなこと言ったんですか。そんなこと言われたら、そりゃ傷つきます。
But which hurt hurts less? The angel scolded me. I know, but the pain is only temporary. She'll get over it eventually.
言えない傷もあるんですよ。
Yeah.
I was startled by her words, as he seemed to have some conviction behind them.
Why does Tomoe not understand?
He's been hurt too much, maybe. Some scars never heal, had a ring in it that made my chest ache. When I stared back at the angel, she had already returned her attention to Ukutsu down on the practice field.
助けてあげなくちゃ。心が消けてしまう前に。
The angel whispered to herself, "What in the world does it mean for a heart to fracture?" The angel remained silent. All she did was look down sadly at Ukutsu as she ran.
Is Kayo gonna be okay?
I'm worried.
Oh, Kayo's point of view.
My heart was pounding so furiously that it felt like it would fly up and out of my mouth. I had no idea how long I'd been running. It was painful to breathe and my legs were cramped, but the urge was uncontrollable. I couldn't help but run. Out of breath, legs wouldn't lift. Even so, I couldn't stop running. If I didn't run, I was sure it would fall to pieces, just like a shark would surely die if it ceased to swim. Just like that, the world flipped on its head. My eyes were spinning, and before I could tell what was happening, I was staring up at the sky. It would be so much easier if this did make me die like a shark. That would put an end to these painful feelings.
でも死んだら俊介に会えなくなる。
I wonder if he would mourn for me if I died. Would he cry for me at my funeral? Not being able to see him would be awful. Of course, even if I lived, I soon wouldn't be able to see him anymore anyway. Oh, Kayo-chan. The sunset-colored sky began to blur. It grew fuzzier and fuzzier, and in the blink of an eye, the clouds melted into the expanse. I could hear the weeping in my voice. Pathetic. I put my feelings into words once more, this time more firmly. No matter how many times I put it into words, it wasn't enough. What should I do about this seemingly endless flood of emotions? Oh!
誰かに気持ちを伝えるためにあるんですよ。
Was someone here? My vision was clouded by tears, so I couldn't really see. Was it a girl?
言葉は気持ちを伝えるためにあるんです。気持ち伝えましょう。
Let's go tell him how we feel. Oh, who in the world was she? Still, I got the feeling I could be honest now.
でも俊介には好きな人がいるみたい。だから私なんて。
言えない方がいいんじゃない？ I don't know, Aki-chan, we're the only ones out of most of the travelers that feel this way too. Maybe we're more like Tomoe in this sense then?
No.
Oh, I don't know. Regrets, yeah. Would I? I doubted we would absolutely never see each other again, but if I went on like this and didn't confess to him, something told me I would never see him again. I also got the feeling I wouldn't see him anymore if I went for it and he turned me down. But if I said nothing, I might see him again at a class reunion, someone's wedding, or something like that. How will I be doing then? These painful scars will surely have healed, and I will likely have completely forgotten the feelings I have for him the longer time passes. Even if I remembered that I used to like Shunsuke, I was sure to forget how irreplaceable those feelings were to me. When we reunited, we could probably smile together like nothing had ever happened. Ah, Derek, thank you! Super chat, arigato! Ah, we haven't played Kawatta Shoujo before, but it's really popular, right? I'm curious. It would be like the love I felt for him never existed, and we could be simple, ordinary friends. If that came to be, wouldn't it be as though my feelings never existed? These feelings Shunsuke was unaware of, that only I knew? If I kept these feelings to myself because it was too painful and simply forgot them, that would be no different from wiping the slate clean. What I felt here and now would vanish and turn to nothing.
Yeah.
If Kayo-chan's gonna have regrets, then she should say it, I think. That certain someone in my blurry view smiled sweetly. I could see what appeared to be some sort of strange feathers sprouting from their back. What were those? I see. It's okay to tell Shunsuke how I feel. He likes Arie-senpai, so I would probably be rejected. Regardless, I needed to tell him how I felt. I wiped my eyes, blurry with tears, and picked myself up. There was nobody there. I wonder who that could have been. Back to Tomoe's point of view.
これできっとかよさん告白できますね。
The Angel gleefully walked with a spring in her step. She dragged and forced me to witness everything that had transpired between them from the beginning to end. He's gonna be helping now. All I did was watch. This is just the start. Don't drag me into this.
だってもしかしたら桃江さんの力が必要になるかもしれなかったんですよ。
You mean with my archery?
そうですよ。
He's gonna be helping in no time.
よかったです。
I never planned on saying anything, but that may have struck the wrong chord with me.
よかったじゃないですか。だってあのままじゃかよさん諦めちゃってたかもしれないんですよ。
Wouldn't that have been for the best? I accidentally said that out loud. I was the one who had suggested for her to give up, after all.
その方が告白しないままの方がですか？
いや、
そんなことないですよ。
はい。
The angel plainly asserted. It came off as baseless confidence to me. I don't know. I'm still really mixed. If she's gonna be hurt by confessing, then wouldn't it just be better for her to just be kind of hurt on her own? But regrets aren't good either.
Regrets aren't good, but if she's gonna regret that much, then
Right.
but otherwise, no. Yeah.
It's hard. I don't know how much Kayo-chan thinks she's gonna regret it. If she's gonna regret it her whole life, then this is her chance. She needs to confess, right? But the guy she's after like someone else. There's no point in confessing to someone you know will reject you.
そんなのわからないですよ。
Memories? Good memories, bad memories?
うまくいく
Make
かもしれないです。
Experience? A chance and might aren't good enough. If things don't work out, Okutsu will definitely get hurt.
それはそうですけど、でも気持ちを伝えないまま離れ離れになってしまったら、きっと彼女は後悔します。
Yeah. What's worse, being
絶対です。
upset because you were turned down or regretting it your entire life, right? The angel insisted more strongly than ever before. It had an odd intensity to it.
私たち天使はたくさんの人たちを見てきたからわかるんで
She's
す。
an expert then.
自ら諦めてしまうってことは、自分の思いを殺してしまうってことですよ
A
ね。
worthy risk, right? Right? He said it. I knew that all too well. Put another way, if you never gave up, you would never put your feelings to rest.
But is what Kaio has, is that real love? I don't know. I think if it was anywhere near real love, then he wouldn't be so mean to her. Shunsuke.
Well, it's obviously one-sided, right?
Why would you feel like that about someone that doesn't care about you at all? I feel like you should only care about someone how much they care about you. Otherwise, you're just gonna get hurt.
You think that he would care a bit more about her after being childhood friends, right?
Right?
But I guess
That's
not.
why I don't think he's very nice, and that's why I don't think it's real love.
No one can force you to stop caring. Only you personally can ever make that happen. That's what it meant to give up. But if you do it on your own, you can do it gently. Wouldn't that be way easier on you in the end? For example, you could care about a person who would never give you a second look for years, but wouldn't that be incredibly painful? Wouldn't giving up be far easier, right? I don't know.
It's not giving up. It's just not good.
Yeah. Getting rid of emotions like that would be far better.
Getting rid of emotions isn't good either.
そんな風に辛い思いをしている人のお手伝いをするのが私たち天使の仕事です。
That applies to what you did earlier too.
あれももちろんそうです。
Right. That was part of her job too. The angel puffed up her chest a bit. Was it something to be so proud of?
きっとかよさん、これで俊介さんに告白できますよ。
I'm pretty sure she'll be turned down.
決めつけないでください。
That's true. You know, even if you're like, I'm pretty sure, you might as well take a chance, right? You never know, right? I don't know. Besides, even if they wind up together, doesn't that mean Hashiguchi won't end up with the person he likes? Hashiguchi cared for someone else. If he and Ukutsu started dating despite that, it would mean he wouldn't be with the person he liked. That might make Ukutsu happy, but would Hashiguchi be okay with that?
それは俊介さんがかよさんと結ばれるということはかよさんのことを好きになったからってことだと思います。
You wouldn't date someone if you didn't like them, right? But どうかな。
だから俊介さんにとってもいいことなんじゃないですか？
I don't know. That's looking at it in hindsight. As an angel, are you sure it's okay not to wish for Hashiguchi's current love to be realized?
私は
そういうことか。
かよさんを応援
Angels are allowed to pick sides?
はあ。
That's
しようもなく
interesting.
行くなんてことはありえないんですから。
Maybe angels pick the side that's good.
That's shocking. That's shocking. If it's not possible for it to work out well for both of them, what can she do about it? She's just
well,
gonna pick the best.
maybe she's gonna cheer for the person's heart is gonna break the most.
Yeah. Oh, I guess that makes sense.
So that nobody gets broken, right?
It's kind of like if everybody's hungry, but you only have so much food to give
You
people.
wanna feed the person that's starving.
Yeah, right? I can
Right.
understand that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're just being defiant. Yeah, right? It would be ideal to feed everyone.
But
それ
I
が
see.
一番
I see.
uh,
The angel grumbled with distress, and a part of me wanted to sympathize with her. What should I think of an angel being pitied by a human? Despite being an angel, you're actually relatively powerless, aren't you? What she was doing was no different than an ordinary human, and much like a human, she had her own worries right alongside us. Totally different from the image I had of an angel.
そうなんですよ。
The job of an angel is not an easy one. I couldn't criticize her too harshly since I felt kind of sorry for her. I must have been losing my touch.
かよさんちゃんと告白できますかね？
I wonder. Don't ask me. Why should I, a human, know something even an angel didn't? Anyway, I don't care what you do, nor will I complain, as long as you don't drag me into it. So please don't get me any more involved than I already am. When I was a bit forceful, the angel grew disheartened.
すみません。
Oh,
私もそうならないことを祈ります。
she's gonna pray for it, that he doesn't get dragged in. But
she can't promise.
she can't promise. It was true. I didn't care, and I wasn't going to do anything more. That's a flag. That's a flag.
Kayo.
Kayo-chan. Was she at the church again praying?
天使様、こんな時ばっかりお願いしてごめんなさい。
I had made up my mind. Tomorrow I would confess to Shunsuke. But now the thought of confessing had made me antsy, so I came to visit the church once more.
私に勇気を与えてください。お願いします。
I prayed with all of my heart, likely much more seriously than before. But today,
Oh.
I received no reply.
やっぱり空耳だったのかな。
There was no way an angel would answer me, although I got the feeling I had heard a lot of things that shouldn't be there lately. Maybe that was because my subconscious was wishing for it too. None of that mattered anymore. I had decided to confess to Shinsuke.
私は振られると思います。
Unless maybe that was like he said it was like the school idol, right? Maybe he just likes
Maybe
her.
she has someone.
Like maybe he likes her, like, but not that seriously. Like, あの子いいな. Like, that girl's cool. You know, that kind of feeling. Like, 結構軽い気持ちで好き. Maybe not. If that's the case, then maybe he'll say yes. But then does he have feelings?
It's
for
just
her
a
though?
bad idea.
After all, Shunsuke liked Arie senpai. Not only were we nothing alike, I couldn't hold a candle to her. Even so, I didn't want to say goodbye to him without at least telling him how I felt.
だから勇気をください
I would tell him how I feel, then root for things to go well between him and Arie senpai. If that was what Shunsuke wanted, I would support him.
それでいいんです
That's why it would be okay if he rejected me. No, I might be confessing in order to be rejected. That would set me free. It may have been for the best that I heard about Arie senpai from Nariko's childhood friend. I decided to think of it that way.
俊介が幸せになれますよ
She's such a good girl too.
But Shunsuke is so bad.
That would be enough for me. As long as Shunsuke's happy.
October 22.
Wow, wasn't it just the
17th.
Oh no. All I had done for a while now was sigh. Oh. I've been waiting for Shunsuke to arrive for some time now. Club activities were cancelled today, but I didn't have the confidence to go all the way to the classroom in order to talk to him. That's why I was waiting here. Is she gonna confess now?
だから
Although the time I spent waiting was painful, it would probably be over within moments once he showed up.
今のうちに予行演習しておこう
Really?
俊介じゃなくて橋口のことがずっと好きだったのでも付き合いたいとかじゃないから安心して
What kind of kokohaku is that? Not to mention Shunsuke might even like the idea. Nariko's childhood friend may have been totally wrong about ideas. He might, but if he's going to Hokkaido, it's not gonna work, right? It wasn't like I'd heard it straight from the horse's mouth. But
Shunsuke is awful.
is that the case? Wouldn't it be terrible if he took "It's not like I want to date you" as a new one? Huh? On second thought, maybe it would be better if I hinted that I would like to date if possible.
私欲深すぎ
I would probably fail if I was too greedy. I should be as selfless as possible.
もう早く来てよ
Overthinking this was giving me a headache. I think she should just keep it simple. Simple. ずっと好きだったの. There. And then he has to say something. Just then, I finally spotted him. Actually, it might be more accurate to say he jumped to my eye. It was Shunsuke. I was afraid he would be with someone, but luckily he'd come alone. This was the perfect setting for me to confess.
よし
Oh, Kayo-chan, ganbare. Psych myself up. No!
橋口
Just as I went to call his name, he suddenly ran off. Why? For a moment, I thought he might have noticed me and was rushing over, but that would have been way too convenient. Oh no. Shunsuke was heading towards someone with a very recognizable figure.
She looks like what I thought.
She's really cute. Look,
She looks
she
like
has a good
Ojo-sama.
good figure and a mole and the beautiful hair and headband, but the beautiful figure.
Look at her sleeves. That's when you know she's fancy.
This is Koyuki Arie-senpai, huh? Even someone as absorbed in track and field as me knew of her. She was a third-year student, and her good looks were an object of adoration to boys across campus. Right, that uniform. It's too good. Shunsuke caught up with Arie-senpai.
She's gonna say no. Look at her. Look at him. Oh,
She knows his name. She knows
She's
his name though.
cold.
She knows his name though.
she's so cold. As appropriate from Koyuki.
I was shocked. I couldn't believe she was calling him by his first name.
元気だった
Oh,
Genki datta.
それが
They're pretty casual. They chatted as they walked. I completely missed my chance to talk to him. Done. It's over. Game over. On the other hand, I didn't feel like just up and going home alone either. I kept a fixed distance and followed them.
we don't know if Koyuki likes Shunsuke.
Yeah.
We only know that Kaio likes Shunsuke. And Shunsuke likes Koyuki.
I wonder if she's in the safety bush. Not to be found.
そうなの。ご両親の都合で転校。
そうなんですよ。参っちゃいますよね。
Based on how they were acting, they must have known each other for quite some time. The worst case. I never knew Shinsuke was acquainted with Arie-san.
先輩に会えなくなるの寂しいですよ。
おーいはい。どい。
そうね。私も。
Oh, but she doesn't. It seems like this is just nice words, you know? That she doesn't actually feel that way, right?
マジっすか？
He fell for it. Oh no. Shinsuke, you look so happy. You really do love her, don't you?
もしよかったらあっちから手紙とか。
In that moment, he turned around for some unknown reason.
Baby
baby,
We needed a safety bush, Kayo.
Kayo-chan. Our eyes met.
あれ、うくつじゃん。
No, he found me.
8月じゃん。どうしたの？
No. I had a hunch Arie-senpai had noticed.
あ、先輩、こいつうくつです。同じ陸上部の。
はじめまして。
I clumsily bowed my head as Shinsuke introduced me.
はじめまして。
Arie-senpai smiled, and just like that, the heavy air around her softened, making her seem much more charming. I think I understood now why all the boys were so crazy about her. Shinsuke must have been head over heels for her too. I understood it, but getting put face to face with her was depressing. It was too much to handle. It's okay if I get turned down. I'll support Shinsuke's relationship. Or so I thought.
これから帰るのか？
走って帰ろうかな。
Yeah, you'd run home all the way after this, I think.
マジか。さすがうくつ。元気だな。先輩、こいつ結構足速いんですよ。来年の大会はいいところまで行くんじゃないか？
へえ、そうなんですか。
He didn't even.
こんな実力ないし。
うくつなら頑張れば可能性あるって。うくつは実力あるのにメンタルがもう
This
一
is
つ
the
な。
number one thing you don't want to
You
hear.
don't want.
No.
自分に自信が持てれば結構いいところまで行けると思うんだけどな。
すごいんですね。いえ、私なんて全然。
そんなことないって。うくつは実力あるって。
Shinsuke was
No.
always so nice to me.
No, he hasn't.
In middle school, when I was in a slump and couldn't improve my times at all, Shinsuke supported and encouraged me to do better. He would always say, "It's okay, you can totally do it." It was because of him that I broke out of my slump. Shinsuke's words were like magic. When he told me, "You can totally do it," I felt like I really could. It was the same in elementary school when we were learning how to do a back hip circle in gym. My classmates breezed right through the lesson, while I was the only one who never got the hang of it. But Shinsuke joined me for practice after school and kept on telling me, "I know you can do it, Ukutsu!" Because of him, I really did learn how to do a back hip circle. Was it around the time when I started becoming aware of Shinsuke? I soon realized how much fun athletics could be and signed up for track and field, partially because he had joined too. Without a doubt, Shinsuke's kindness had a huge hand in making me who I was today.
That's sad.
Then I noticed that his kindness wasn't directed solely at me. He was kind to everyone. And the one Shinsuke truly loved was surely this person, huh?
Doesn't really seem like him.
何見とれてんだ？
At some point or another, I had apparently started staring at Arie-senpai.
すみません。チロチロ見ちゃって。いいえ、へでものでもないですから。
I had been impolite and stared, and even then, it hadn't ruined Senpai's mood. Maybe she'd gotten used to being stared at, and like me, she may have quite the big heart.
大丈夫ですか？ちょっと顔色が悪いみたい。そうですか？俊介くん。
Oh, nice! Senpai! Nice!
え、俺ですか？
Shinsuke was clearly at a loss. I knew he'd rather be with her than me, and I couldn't help but feel a prickle of pain in my chest. His confusion then seemed to disappear instantaneously and was replaced with a smile. Yes, telling him my feelings could wait.
いいよ私大丈夫だから。
何遠慮してんだ。いいからほら。
If we go home together then. He grabbed my elbow and, with a bit of force, pulled me along.
Huh?
本当にいい
She doesn't want to go with you.
暴れんなって。
Huh?
先輩、また。
さようなら。
Isn't this good? Kayo-chan, isn't this good? Senpai left. Shinsuke's expression turned dismal as he watched her walk off. Definitely false bravado.
Whatever that means.
But she's alone with him, so good result, no?
仲よね。
Oh,
Or not.
that's a good way to start.
I accidentally insulted him.
なんだよそれ。あ？
Oh,
泣いてるのか？
泣くわけないでしょ。バカ。
Don't cry, Kayo. You can't cry. Shinsuke was probably the one who wanted to cry. If I weren't here, he could have gone home with her. With his transfer impending, it would have been a precious time for him. Oh,
おい、本当に大丈夫か？
not at all.
大丈夫だから。
大丈夫って全然大丈夫そうに聞こえないぞ。
How is she not just tears streaming down?
how did she not just punch him?
I'm hopeless. I really do love him. So much hurts. But still, I wasn't enough for him. I knew that plain as day. Oh! I figured that much out. Oh! Kayo-chan.
Broke. Oh, Tomoe. Oh.
The angel let out a cry of surprise. As Ukutsu burst into tears, the angel went stiff while staring at her back.
どうしたの？
今心が
心が？
溶けちゃっ
Fractured? Her heart fractured? I didn't understand what she meant, but it would appear the unexpected could happen to angels too. She was suddenly panicked.
心が欠けたって何？
それは
The angel who was supposedly watching over Ukutsu brought us along with her and had been watching from a short distance away. Although we had seen it from afar, I could tell she had been planning to confess to him. But from what I had just seen, she wasn't able to. Ukutsu started crying before she got a chance, and according to the angel, her heart had apparently fractured.
人の心は耐えきれないほどの衝撃を受けると欠けてしまうんです。
心が折れたとか砕けたとかよく言うけど、そういうこと？
まあそうです。でも本当に物理的に欠けてしまう
Oh,
んで
they
す。
physically fracture? Physically?
Oh.
The way she said it was like she meant the actual internal organ itself.
お二人には見えないかもしれませんけど。ごめん、やっぱり一人で帰る。
あ、うくつ。
Ukutsu ran off, deaf to Hashiguchi's attempt to stop her. It appears she really was crying as she raced away.
ごめん、私カヨのとこ行ってくる。
Go, Naruko. Nakizaki said and darted after her. What's going on?
ちょっと待っててください。
Oh.
The angel held her hand out over the ground where Ukutsu just stood.
Oh.
Oh?
Oh.
The angel's palm was tinged in light. That light suddenly grew stronger, then disappeared.
これです。
Oh?
Oh.
The angel presented her outstretched palm to me. In it rested something that wasn't there before. Oh, that's the... This is the heartstone?
かよさんの
Oh! No! Oh. This is her heart? It had a smooth surface and resembled a precious stone. It was clad in a faint light which seemed to be flickering dimly. Maybe that was why it felt like it was alive and breathing, as if it were trembling in sorrow.
かよさんの欠けた心です。 多分今かよさんが諦めた俊介さんの
She gave up on him. Her feelings for Hashiguchi. You're saying those broke off?
そうです。
What happens once the heart
かよ
fractures?
さんはもう
Oh.
俊介さんのことをはできないです。
She can no longer care for Shinsuke now. When the angel said that, the shard in her hand seemed to trouble and sadness.
これがかよの
Nakizaki timidly gazed at the tiny mass.
かよはもう橋口くんのことを好きでいられないってこと？
それは欠けた範囲によるんですけど、
It depends on the extended fracture.
好きだけどそれ以上は思えないか。
Love was love, but sometimes a person could end up no longer wishing to live happily or be in a relationship with their partner. It was largely dependent upon which part of the person's heart fractured and how badly. Whichever the case, it was a condition of which a person had given up on loving someone else.
じゃあかよはもう橋口くんに告白しないの？
しないというか、
She can't confess to him anymore.
心が欠けてしまうと、もう自分ではどうしようもなくなってしまうんです。
何か方法はないの？
Nakizaki asked. Something told me I knew what the angel's answer would be before I even heard it. Yes, right? Yeah, the guitar, right? She nodded.
私たち天
Needs
使
a
は
guitar.
楽器を使って歌を奏でることで、欠けてしまった心のかけらを持ち主に返してあげることができるんです。私の場合、その楽器がギターで、
The strings of that guitar had snapped, so she could no longer play it. However, there was an alternative.
あ、弓。
Oh, right! Right! Yes, Nakizaki remembered.
はい。いや、もう一つの方法が弓です。
We're
こ
gonna
の
help,
心
we're
の
gonna
か
help.
けらを天使の力で矢に形を変え、それを赤い糸をつるとした弓で持ち主に返す。
I see.
霧の小島。
Nakizaki eyes employed me. They were telling me to do it. Why do I have to be a make-believe?
お願い、かよの力になってあげてよ。霧の小島がこういうことに関わるのが嫌だっていうのはよく知ってる。で
He's already
も
way
今回だけお願い。
So,
私からもお願いします。
the angel bowed her head to me. Having an angel bow before me was unspeakably disgusting. Huh? An angel bow before me was unspeakably disgusting? Huh?
Okay, you do that.
Oh, sorry, but I can't do it.
Huh?
霧の小島。
There's no way I can see returning that shard to Ukutsu as a good thing.
なんでですか？これは欠けた心なんですよ。持ち主に返すべきに決まってるじゃないですか。
Should it really? What will happen to Ukutsu if I return that shard? Oh, that's a good question
そ
though.
れは
Oh, but wouldn't it just
いい
be...
方がいいんじゃない？
Yeah, would it just be a painful cycle over and over again? And this time she'll confess her feelings for sure? Yeah, Hashiguchi like someone else. Won't she just get rejected even if she does recover that shard or whatever and confess it to him? If it means going through that sort of pain, isn't her heart better off fractured? Right, I kind of agree with Tomoe too. Nakizaki was starting to have doubts about what we should do. I didn't believe what I was saying was wrong, and it appeared Nakizaki was starting to believe it too. But
私はそうは思いません。
the angel denied my opinion head on.
この心のかけらは誰のものでもない。かよさんのものです。かよさんの
She should have
俊
them
介
back,
さんに対する
but
大事な気持ちなんです。
They're wasted on Shunsuke.
それは誰かの自由にできるものじゃないんです。だから本人に返してあげないと。
wasn't as if I didn't get what the angel was advocating, but you can only do that because you're an angel.
どういうことですか？
Those feelings aren't supposed to be tampered with, but wouldn't me returning that shard mean I'm intentionally interfering?
Right? That's what I was thinking.
How would that be any different from me doing as I please with Ukutsu's feelings? Returning that side is something you can do because you're an angel. Isn't me, a human, getting involved a different matter?
Right.
Why did I have to do that much? I wouldn't take any sort of responsibility for the outcome. If I were an angel, I might not need to give that responsibility any thought since I would probably live by different values than humans. But I was human, so that wouldn't work out. I would have to bear the responsibility of whatever resulted from returning that shard. Are you telling me to do all that? Give me a break.
Huh.
I had said from day one that I didn't want anything to do with people's love affairs. Why did I need to get involved in all of this? Just let me off the hook already. It's so hard. I feel so conflicted too. I agree with Tomoe, but then I think she needs it back, right? Oh, now it's the 25th? Oh, right? So deep.
I feel like it's wasted on Shunsuke, but otherwise she needs it back, but not for Shunsuke.
Several days passed. In the end, the angel couldn't coerce me to return the shard. My feelings remained unchanged until finally, it was the day Hashiguchi was set to move.
最近一段と元気がないな。
I wouldn't have expected that. Oh, it happens sometimes. Yeah.
Down.
そうか。ま、元気出せよ。
He's a good friend though. Kyohito is always like this, leading a life of ignorant bliss. On occasion, I found myself feeling jealous of the way he always took life at his own pace.
お、また泣き崎が走ってるぞ。
Oh.
頑張れー。
Kyohito looked down at the practice fields and sent her a supportive cheer. Down on the grounds was a sight I had grown all too used to seeing. She's still running? Ukutsu was running indifferently. It didn't seem like she was running to distract herself from anything else. She was just silently running as part of her training. Ever since that day, all Ukutsu did was run, almost robotically, with an expression devoid of emotion. Nakizaki was frantically trailing behind her. She, too, had been running after Ukutsu like that on a daily basis.
Good exercise.
She was almost like a playful puppy. Nakizaki certainly wasn't slow, but it was to be expected that she couldn't keep running at the same pace as someone from the track and field club. Regardless, Nakizaki chased desperately after her as she ran the considerable perimeter of the field. She tried persuading Ukutsu like so, day after day. Since she had once given her advice, she likely intended to take responsibility until the very end. That was exactly the strong sense of responsibility you expect from Nakizaki. Despite her apparent energy, the heart-fractured Ukutsu remained ignorant to her words, as if they hadn't gotten through to her at all. I think she's probably not gonna ever see him again, don't know. All of Ukutsu's answers were stubbornly matter-of-fact. It was a curtain total reversal coming from someone who was so infatuated with Hashiguchi just days before. Yeah, there's not really much Kaio can do, right? Irritated, Nakizaki stopped in place, her breathing ragged. Ukutsu didn't seem to notice and kept running forward at a steady pace. Nakizaki trudged away from the track.
あれ、毎日何やってるんだ？
He doesn't know at
He
all.
doesn't notice.
Kyohito didn't know the situation, so he must have been puzzled. Despite that, he seemed amused and watched the scene play out each day as Nakizaki chased after Ukutsu like her life depended on it and showed no signs of growing bored of it. It's probably a part of her giving relationship advice.
よくあそこまでやるもんだよな。友也は手伝ってやる。
I think Tomoe should help. This was the first time he had ever asked me something like that. Why me?
泣き崎が困ってる。お前ら幼馴染だろ。
Right, she's helped you out so much, so maybe you should help her out with this.
関係なくはないだろ。
Does not. Besides, if Ukutsu herself says she's fine, then she must be. Nobody could control how other people feel, nor did they have any right to do so. Only you can take responsibility for your own life. That's very, very, very true, but...
ま、俺はいいけどね。楽しいから。
Is it fun to
That's
watch?
what it mean.
おーい、渚負けるなー。
I guess he doesn't really understand, right? So... no matter what anyone said, but...
Doesn't want to.
That's what it means for a heart to fracture, huh? Nakizaki had gone to great lengths to help Ukutsu, yet she wasn't getting through to her at all anymore. It didn't look like Ukutsu's feelings would change now, no matter what Nakizaki said.
そうですよ。
Before I knew it, the angel was at my side. Kiyohito was so engrossed with the sports ground that he hadn't noticed.
何かについての心を変えてしまった人間は、もうそれを自分の意志で望むことができなくなるんです。
Of their own free will anyway.
What?
Seems like it.
かよさんは俊介さんへの思いを変えてしまいました。
No more feelings for Shinsuke.
もう彼への思いを、彼と幸せになりたい、彼にも自分を思ってほしい、そういう願いを持つことができないんです。
She is no longer being able to hope for his happiness or their happiness together.
このかけらを返さない限り、
We need to return it then!
絶対に
Tomoe, come on! The angel held the heart shard in her hands. The mask gave off a weak tremble as it cast a frail light, almost like it were crying. I'll say this as many times as it takes, but it would be crueler to return it. My opinion won't change.
Stubborn.
That's territory a human like me can't trespass upon any further. Suppose I tried to return that shard to Ukutsu. If I did, she would chase after Hashiguchi in an attempt to confess her feelings. But that was the extent of what the angelic being could guarantee. She couldn't guarantee the outcome of that confession. The angel didn't possess the power to shoot through the heart of Ukutsu's love interest and give birth to a mutually loving couple like out of a fairy tale. It was possible Hashiguchi could reject Ukutsu as a result. What would happen to Ukutsu then?
Right?
With her fractured heart returned, she would muster her willpower and chase Hashiguchi. Would returning the shard truly be in Ukutsu's best interest, even if she was left traumatized by unrequited love? If returning Ukutsu's shard were to leave a massive wound in her heart, I couldn't bear that responsibility. If an angel did it, I guess that would be fine. Angels have their own value system, and you could probably even say they were just doing their jobs. An angel would undoubtedly consider such a deed righteous. Could I, a human like Ukutsu who couldn't say with certainty that such a deed was righteous, get away with performing the job of an angel? Was I allowed to be an angel's proxy?
That doesn't sound good.
私、天使になりたい。
His memories? I heard an innocent voice, a voice which came to me from the distant past. I wonder what she planned to do by becoming an angel?
What?
I doubted she had a clear answer. All she ever wanted was to be taken away to anywhere but that place.
What?
That place? That was surely all. Oh, what's going on? Kayo! This sounded like she forced me back to reality. Ukutsu collapsed to the ground. She must have fallen over. Ukutsu huddled over and held her leg.
転んじゃったぞ。珍しいな。
She must be overdoing it. I didn't know how much Ukutsu usually ran, but the amount of practice she put in the past few days was abnormal. As if she were running solely to punish herself. Ukutsu stood up all the same. She showed such determination. It was almost like she would die if she were to stop running. Nakizaki nestled up to her, looking concerned, but Ukutsu started clumsily running once more.
あれやばいだろ。止めに行った方がいいんじゃね。
Now I was annoyed. Why was I being forced to get involved with this? It was totally absurd. With that thought, I spontaneously started walking away.
やっと助けに行く気になったか。
The opposite. No, I'm going to complain.
Oh. To who?
あれれ。
Oh?
巴がただ文句だけ言えるはずないよね。
Oh? Oh? What is Kiyohito no the riddle?
じゃあ俺は保健室で一眠り。
He's not gonna help.
Right, I can understand Kayo-chan not running away, but like running to take her mind, right? To take her mind off of it, you know? And like exercise is good for you, but not like this.
Not where you hurt yourself.
Ukutsu applied pressure to her cramped leg as she sat there helpless, like a newborn fawn. Nakizaki tried to help her, but she refused.
霧の小島もなんとか言ってやってよ。
Nakizaki said, once she noticed me, there was something I planned to say, even if she hadn't. Ukutsu. When I called her name, she looked my way while still holding her leg. Stop it already.
大丈夫よ、このくらい。
You're not okay at all. You're totally overworked.
そんなことないわよ。限界を超えなくちゃ練習の意味ないでしょ。
Why are you trying to punish yourself so much?
どうしてって、それが練習ってものでしょ。
Not like this, no. No, it isn't. I argued with conviction in no uncertain terms. I don't believe that someone who runs away from heartbreaking things is a weak person.
何の話？
I continued staring at the blank-faced Ukutsu. If it's something you can't help but be heartbroken over, then go ahead and run away. I won't say that's cowardly or shameful, and I won't let anyone else say so either. You can't bring yourself to run away from it at all, though, can you? You're just tricking yourself out of your current suffering by replacing it with even greater pain.
何よそれ。私は別に。
There's no point in giving up if it doesn't make things easier. Are you sure you don't want to go see Hashiguchi? When I spoke Hashiguchi's name, Ukutsu flinched and her eyes watered.
何よ。同じこと。何度も言わせないでよ。だってあっても仕方ないでしょ。
You may say that, but... Just as I was going to say something back, I was startled by the sight of Ukutsu's tears.
あれ？
Wow!
何入ったかな。
She seemed surprised to see she was crying. Ukutsu casually wiped her eyes, then started running again in an attempt to hide it, clumsily with her legs still shaking. What are you trying to accomplish by running so hard? Isn't that what all of you are running for? To reach the goal? Ukutsu ran off. What does she have her eyes set on? There's not even a goal. Where in the world are you planning on running to? Ukutsu was fading into the distance. My voice hadn't reached her heart at all.
何を言っても無駄ですよ。彼女自身にはどうしようもないんです。
Yeah, the heart isn't that easy to mend, right? I can understand Ukutsu trying to run away to distract herself from it, but not like this, no. The angel gazed sadly at Ukutsu's retreating figure as she staggered away. No matter how much I yelled, it wouldn't reach her. I knew that well. It was completely meaningless. Still, wasn't there even less point in what Ukutsu was doing? I couldn't take it anymore. Are you sure it's okay for me to return that? Oh. Only I can do it, right? Finally. Just this once! Just this once!
Just this once.
ありがとうございます。
I barely finished speaking before a bow, the bow I had always used, suddenly appeared in the angel's hands. Oh? When did you? Hurry! She pushed the bow into my hands, planning to get it over with before I changed my mind, huh? Talk about calculated. But fine, I was already focused on my target, Kayo Ukutsu. Where should I aim? I requested an arrow with my right hand as I asked.
ちょっと待ってください。
The shards shined brightly in her hands. The light did not settle and only grew stronger. The light became so intense it burned in my eyes.
かけらよ。思いのかけらよ。その思いの形に姿を変えよ。
What shard?
One second.
too bright. You can't look just closely at an angel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to block a little bit of the angel because it's just a bit too
It's
bright.
too bright.
Too bright.
Too bright.
A noise, much like the sound of your ears ringing, resounded in the vicinity. Then, the shard suddenly changed shape, molded like red-hot iron in the angel's hands. Oh!
Oh.
Before my eyes, it transformed into a single arrow. Oh, it has a heart too.
心があると言われるあたりを狙ってください
Aim for her chest.
Oh. For the heart.
The angel instructed as she handed over the arrow.
元は同じ心同士
Oh!
Ah, it's the fragment. Ah.
And then that way, if you hit the heart, it will return. Okay, got it. Oh, one more thing. Oh,
Oh. Oh.
oh. The angel touched the string affixed to the bow, and the red thread appeared, twining around the existing string. And then the red thread itself became the bowstring. Oh, I see. We can't return the shard unless I use this.
さあどうぞ
Oh.
The angel prompted me. Oh, oh. Oh, aiming for Ukutsu, I drew the bow. Although it was strung with an unusual red thread, it didn't particularly feel out of place. If it was like this, I could do it. The red thread let out a cry. For a moment, it crossed my mind that it might snap just like her guitar strings, but I finished forming my mental image first. The image of a hit.
Oh.
The image of this arrow, pulsating with a radiance which felt like life itself, returning to Kaio Ukutsu's heart. I quietly released the crying string. Oh!
Oh. He hit.
The arrow drew a gentle parabola and was absorbed into Kaio Ukutsu's chest without a sound.
Oh.
The arrow pierced Ukutsu's chest and her whole body froze in place. Oh, just like that. The possibility that I had done something irreversible briefly crossed my mind. The inconceivable idea that I had just shot an arrow at a person. Oh. Had an angel just talked me into doing something terrible? That too only lasted an instant.
Oh.
The arrow that had pierced her chest emitted a dazzling glow as it disappeared deep into her heart, leaving no scar nor even a trace it was ever there.
あれ私今なんか
Released from her petrification, Ukutsu looked down at her own body in wonder.
Oh.
Ukutsu! I called it to her. She stood deathly still from the shock.
Oh.
There's no time left. Oh,
Oh.
she has to run.
橋口くんの電車が出た
Ah! The train? Clear dismay showed on Ukutsu's face. That was an expression someone who had given up on could never make.
Oh.
Go, Ukutsu!
Yeah.
Run!
Oh.
I waved my arms frantically, and a light suddenly burned brightly in her eyes. By the time she answered, she was already running. Her speed was fearsome, as if she'd forgotten entirely about her cramped legs for the moments before.
大丈夫かな
Who knows? The rest is up to her. I returned the shard, and Ukutsu was running to meet Hashiguchi. I had no idea what Ukutsu was planning to do. Would she confess? Say goodbye to him once more to give herself some emotional closure? And even if she confessed, she might be rejected. But that was something we could no longer meddle in.
見届けなくていいんですか
Oh.
Can she do something? Can she? Huh? The angel eyed me closely. There was such vigor in her eyes that I could no longer look away.
見届けなくていいんですかあなたが返したかけらが
Isn't that a bit nosy?
Can she fly us there? Huh? I can't take responsibility for
大
it.
丈夫ですよ私は信じてます
Just what did she have faith in? Her eyes looked steadily forward. No doubt it was baseless confidence. But if you're going to eat poison, you might as well lick the plate?
I haven't heard that one.
I haven't either.
はい
This was something I'd done. I may as well see it through to the end. Oh. How are we? Are we gonna be able to catch up? Oh, Kaio's. Oh, she's hitting so hard. Oh, I had run far too much. My knees were about to give away. It was a complete miracle my legs were even moving at all. Why I had been pushing myself so hard every day, even I wasn't sure. The thing I was sure of was that this wasn't the time to dwell on it. I wondered how much time I had left until his departure. I didn't have enough time to spare to check a clock. In that span, Shinsuke might leave. I simply put one foot in front of the other and prayed. Will she make it? I can't. Usually you can tell right what's gonna happen, but I can't tell it all this time. I ran down the hill with violent force. The slope put a terrible strain on my legs. I suppressed my fear of falling and fiercely descended the slope. Oh, the station! I could see the trolley station. From there, Shunsuke would get on a trolley and transfer to a limited express at the terminal station. I could see a queue of people at the station. Please, be there. Oh, he is there. I could see him in the middle of the line. I assumed the couple standing in front of him were his parents, though it was only in passing. I had met his mom before. Oh, she hasn't been. Oh, go, 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 go! I cried out. I was out of breath, my voice cracking. There was still enough distance that it didn't seem like my hoarse voice would reach. Just then, a trolley passed by, inbound for Inosato Station. When you ride a trolley, it feels irritatingly slow, but it was really fast if you ran alongside it. My legs were already past their limits too. It overtook me just like that and kept putting distance between us. In the blink of an eye, the trolley pulled into Shunsuke's platform. The doors opened and the queue of passengers began to board. No, I won't make it in time. Oh! My voice didn't reach him. Shunsuke. Shinsuke's figure disappeared into the real car. The trolley began to move. It was no use. In that moment, my legs relaxed.
途中で諦めることあるだろう。ゴール手前で微妙に鈍ってさ。
そんなことないわよ。私レースで手を抜いたことなんて一度もないもん。
そんなことあるって。手を抜くとか抜かないとかじゃなくて気持ちの問題なんだよ。横なんて見るな。先のことなんて考えるな。ゴールだけ睨みつけて思いっきり駆け抜けろ。まっすぐ前を見て気持ちよさそうに走ってる時のうくつが一番かっこいいぞ。
そうか。そうだよね。
My withered legs regained the vitality. Shunsuke's words always gave me strength.
Is it worth it?
With this newfound power, I kicked off the asphalt and chased after the far-off trolley. However, no matter how desperately I chased after it, it was disappearing further into the distance little by little. Even so, all I could do was run. All I could do was run through the here and now. I didn't think about what lay ahead of me and focused only on running. My heart felt like it would explode. My legs were like mere rods and had long since gone numb. It was a miracle I could even run at all. No matter how desperately I chased, it got further and further away. If I were simply confessing my feelings, then maybe I didn't have to do it right now. I could call or email him later. Even a letter would work. Those sort of escapes popped into my head. But no, I had to tell him now, before he disappeared from this town and from my life. I didn't want to give up on anything again. Why had I considered giving up on him for even a second? What did it matter who Shinsuke loved? Why did I think something like that little meant I should stop liking him? My feelings weren't so weak that I could will myself to stop caring. There was no way I could give up on him. After all, it wasn't like I fell in love with him just for the heck of it. The first time we were in the same class together, back in 3rd grade, I didn't think anything of him. He was just some guy who got carried away easily. I didn't know what started it, but before I knew it, I'd fallen for him. Once I realized how I felt, those feelings became more intense by the day. So I hadn't fallen in love with him for no reason. It wasn't predestined, like out of some drama, and it hadn't happened out of the blue. There was nothing romantic about it. That's just how reality goes. But this love I never wished for, so far from those ideals, had fallen into my lap. Regardless of my will, it had become completely irreplaceable to me. These feelings were surely a gift of some sort. All the more reason I couldn't do as I pleased with them. I couldn't contain these feelings of love for Shinsuke. I couldn't stop myself from feeling that way. I bit my lip and turned those welling feelings into strength. I love you, so notice me. I want you to notice how I feel. My vision grew misty. The trolley Shinsuke was on looked like a bulb. Oh, its shape looked further and further away, like it were clad in a veil. For a moment, I couldn't tell what had happened to me. The scenery spun around me over and over again until, in the next instant, I was looking up at the pure red sky with my back to the asphalt. My body was so hot, it was like I caught fire. Between my cramped legs and shattered lungs and heart, my entire body burned. My ankle hurt when I tried to stand up. I might have twisted it when I fell. From my sprawled out position on the ground, I could hear the sound of the trolley receding into the distance. That was the sound of Shinsuke moving far away. The asphalt on my back felt cold as ice. It felt as if the spot was snatching my body's heat away bit by bit. Oh, is this how it ends? I let out a heavy sigh. I had by no means given up, but I had gotten mysteriously calm. I did what I could. I ran as much as I could until I collapsed from exhaustion. Even if I stood back up, I doubted I could run any more today. I ran so much, but ultimately failed to catch up to him.
Shinsuke.
When I called his name, my heart panged with pain. An ember of passion was born in the chilly depths of my chest.
Shinsuke.
I rolled over onto my stomach and put both of my hands onto the cold asphalt. I might have stirred my feelings, which had started to wither, and tried to pick myself up when? I heard the train's emergency brake. I picked myself up and looked toward the sound. I could see the now pea-sized trolley stopped in place, nowhere near a station.
Dangerous.
An accident? For a second I went pale. I eventually spurred my disobedient body to stand upright. I dragged my feet and walked toward the idle trolley. Be safe, please. Something seemed strange. For an accident, there wasn't much of a commotion coming from the trolley. If there was an accident, maybe it was just a tiny one? I could see something in its way. It was like a dark shadow. The silhouette was getting closer with incredible speed. It was a person. Someone was running. I knew immediately. Shinsuke's voice, my beloved's voice. Shinsuke ran toward me, crying out my name, no less. Oh, I didn't get it. What had happened? I don't get it either. I stood there dazed when Shinsuke reached me at last. Did he get on? I went and said something stupid. Is that... Tomoe? He wouldn't do that.
なんだかわかんないけど大丈夫みたいだ。でも、そしたら誰かに呼ばれた気がして、見てみたらうくつがいるから。
He doesn't understand why she's running.
私の声聞こえたの？
気がする。
そうなんだ。
My voice reached him.
そっちはこんなとこで何こけてんだよ。ひでえ格好。
Did Tomoe jump out? I nearly said I was just training without thinking and quickly shut my mouth. What was I doing making excuses like that now?
あんたのこと見送りに来たのよ。
俺を？
She's gonna say
昨日の壮行会でも送ってもらったけど。
She
ちょ
forgot
っと
something.
言い忘れたことが。
言い忘れたことって？
それは
This is my chance, right? But this is all too sudden.
なんだよ、言えよ。
God, no, Lady Angel. Just for now, Please give me courage.
私うちのことが好きなの。
Ah, she said it. Akita, you're not happy? Oh, what happened? Oh, it's the one.
Is she pulling her wings?
An angel protested with tears in her eyes. Was she really an angel? I was still very skeptical.
私やろうか。
It's okay. Do what? I flat out refused and daubed and disinfected we stole from the infirmary on the angel's wounded knee. She falls asleep. Oh,
You have to give it kiss.
yeah. Yeah.
痛いの痛いの飛んできゃ。
Wait, Akita. You were looking at her knees last time, and now you're saying we gotta kiss her knees?
I'm
I
just
didn't
trying
know
to make
this
it
about
better.
you. I didn't know this about
No,
you.
I'm just trying to make it better.
Oh, for an angel, you sure have no fortitude. That's angel abuse. So she's the one who jumped. I thought it would be Tomoe. They said it was something like dark, right?
Black door. It was a black blob, so I thought it'd be angel.
I thought it'd be kind of weird if Tomoe jumped out though. When we came onto the scene, Ukutsu had already fallen in the street and the trolley was already several hundred meters ahead. When she saw that, the angel suddenly soared into the sky. She can't fly, instantly bridged the gap between us and the chain and flew into its path. I never expected you to stop the trolley by jumping in front of it.
A bit dangerous.
I didn't think of that either.
思いつかなくて。
Even if we just wrote that off, she immediately fell and skinned her knee. What she'd done was reckless, and the result made her look like a total klutz.
あなた、本当に天使なのね。
まあ一応。
Yeah. I knew Nakizaki had her own reservations on the subject. Despite her claims of being an angel, what she had done was no different from a human. Back then, if the train hadn't stopped right in front of her, what would have
That's what
happened?
I was thinking.
An angel getting run over by a train would be totally unprecedented. Oh
なんとか
no.
間に合って。
We'd have to have a funeral for an angel. The angel gave a brilliant smile in response, one that wouldn't expect to see from someone who was nearly run over by a train. So, did risking your life pay off?
そうだよ。あの二人ってどうなるの？
Right?
それは二人も見ましたよ。
I never thought. we didn't find out what happened after Ukutsu said it. That's what happened in front of us back then. What? What happened? Did you see the wings? The trolley conductor nearly fell over as he rushed to her side. Wings, hey, don't go away. Oh, she just vanished before our very eyes.
I'm sure the driver is very happy. He's like, oh, I need more time off.
I guess, yeah.
死ぬかと思いました。
That's a close one.
天使
Right?
死ぬの？
そりゃもう実体化してる時に電車にひかれたりしたらイチコロですよ。
Oh,
血が出てます。
wait, okay.
Poor knee.
From what we understand from angels, they can die, they can bleed, they get wet. They can only fly and do proper things when it really is necessary.
They can use a bowl, but this one likes to
They're
use
pretty
a guitar.
much just people, right? They have their own morals, and decisions, and they'll just make it regardless with what they feel is
They
right.
can be a bit interesting.
And they're musicians that I don't know. I think
We
it'd
don't
be-
know if she's good though.
It would be cool to be, the kind of angel musician where you play a song and then people fall in love.
I thought you meant fall asleep.
No, not fall asleep.
Fall asleep.
Yeah, I don't know. That's definitely like the real love songs, then, right?
I guess.
The angel showed off her scraped kneecap, then went limp. Look how much it hurts. Do you ever feel like that? Sometimes,
It'll get bad.
like if you get a paper cut, sometimes it hurts so much, right? So I have to go to Aki-chan and like, Aki-chan, look, it hurts so much.
You have to show. Look, is this bad?
Yeah, and then Aki-chan will be like, oh yeah, that looks like it hurts. Oh, right, and then it feels better after. Do you feel like that? Aki-chan, you do that to me too.
Recently, I got a bad paper cut on my thumb. But not the top, the bottom that you use every day. So then I would go up to Makoto and be like, look, look how much it hurts.
Like, oh, it looks like it hurts. You know,
sometimes you wouldn't even bother looking at it. Oh, it looks like it hurts.
Right? If you're really...
But then it feels better.
Yeah. Or if I hear Aki-chan like bump her elbow on something, I'll be like, are you okay? Like,
no.
Yeah, that's your usual response. Maybe travelers don't feel like that. Maybe it's just us. You need some sympathy to make it feel better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important.
Wait, Tomoe suggests giving it a lick.
It's dirty.
I've never asked Aki-chan for a lick.
Just look at it and be, oh yeah, it looks hurt.
I don't know. Do you want... Wait, can you lick an angel?
Kiss it.
What does an angel taste like?
Huh?
If you had to lick an angel, what would it taste like?
What would an angel taste like?
Like, I think like electricity mixed with whipped cream.
Electric whipped cream?
Electric whipped
I thought maybe vanilla.
Vanilla!
Right? Vanilla.
Sniff an angel. I think an angel would smell like cat belly.
I think vanilla.
I wonder.
Maybe vanilla and a bit of rose.
Fresh kitten.
No.
Wait. Maybe not so fresh kittens.
Like vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream or what?
Yeah. That's what she tastes like.
Like the, hayari no yatsu, what's it? The rolled ice cream, we should taste like that kind of ice cream.
No.
Or maybe like, what's it, when you put it with the
tastes
gas?
like-
It becomes the dots.
Haagen-Dazs.
That Haagen-Dazs?
Yeah.
Just Haagen-Dazs taste. Angels taste like Haagen-Dazs.
Vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
Wait, ちょっとa minute.
What?
ちょっとa minute.
It's been decided. That's what angels taste like. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nagisaki looked like she was experiencing vertigo as she rubbed her temple. The image she had of angels in her mind was probably shattered by now. I agree. That was blood.
Okay.
Okay.
Once.
Once?
Just once.
What?
I cut myself while using a knife. And I had to sit down on the floor.
You were cutting lemons?
I was cutting lemons.
And Aki-chan was like, oh, you were like, were you crying?
I wasn't crying, but I almost passed out.
And when I looked at
It's so bad.
When I looked at it, it wasn't bad at
It
all.
was bad.
It was like
It
two
was
paper
bad.
cuts bad. Two paper
No,
cuts.
it was bad. It took a long time to heal. I had to sit down. It was bad.
I think it was probably just the pain from the lemon juice, no?
It was shocking. It's never happened.
It was astonishing how much of a crock she was.
What?
She hadn't managed to do a single thing with style. But she's done things, so that's good.
Wani?
Yeah. Why did you try so hard? She couldn't do anything significant, and yet she was totally rash and risked her life by jumping in front of a moving vehicle for a human. Despite her terrible execution, why did she go to such lengths? That's a good question.
天使は人間のためにいるんですよ。私たちは人間の皆さんが大好きなんです。
Angels exist for the sake of humans.
They love humans.
And he doesn't really even care about her.
He doesn't care.
一人でも多くの人にちょっとでも多くの幸せを感じて笑顔になってほしいんです。ほら、あんな風に。
Make them
Oh,
happy.
wait, just like they are? Huh? overread the angel's indication and found Ukutsu and Hashiguchi smiling shyly at one another. Compared to before, when she was running around the track in an attempt to torment herself, Ukutsu's smile made her look like a completely different person.
あの二人うまくいったの？
そうみたい。
Really? Did it work out? It appeared at nearly the same moment as she spoke. Oh! Something like a spider's thread faintly emerged
No
between
spider.
them.
何？なんかあるの？
A red string of fate. It was invisible to her eyes, but it slowly became more distinct, then finally plain as day to me. I wasn't sure why, but that was the red thread. A single thin thread coiled around their fingers and joined them together. It was literally the red thread.
そうです。赤い糸です。紡がれた絆に永遠の祝福を与える。
Bestows an eternal blessing upon those it bonds together. Eternal.
その弓や私のギターに使われているのと同じものです。
Wow. An eternal blessing. Something huge had just been revealed. Still, angels, heart shards, red threads. Now that I confronted all of these mysterious things, it seemed like it might not all be a lie after all. You did this?
いいえ。
Right? Are they married now? Ain't thank you! Oh, I
前に
wonder.
も言った通り、私たち天使にはそんな力はないんですよ。ただ、あの二人がお互いを思い合う気持ちが通じ合っただけです。私たちができるのはそのお手伝いだけなんです。
でもあの時カヨが諦めてたら二人の思いが通じ合うこともなかったんだね。
そうなんです。
The angel happily bent forward and Nakizaki's comment.
人間の皆さんが笑顔になるお手伝い
Even
を
if
する
that
こと
means
が
risking
私
herself.
たちの喜びなんです。
And hurting her knee.
そうなんだ。
It wasn't surprising to see Nakizaki feeling a bit overwhelmed by her intensity.
じゃあよかったね。
Oh, back to the roof.
でも本当に良かったです。
The angel was smiling with tears in her eyes. Looking her over, she really was an abnormal girl and seemed to be in delight despite the pain. You really are a weirdo. A cute weirdo, though.
優しくしてくださいよ。
そういえばあなた名前は？
Important.
What's your name? Nakizaki abruptly asked. For her to ask her name meant she was acknowledging her existence. She exists. Something may have told her that we would be spending some time with her going forward.
すみません。そういえば自己紹介がまだでした。
The angel formally turned to face us.
天使のアイネと申します。
Aine.
Aine.
よろしくお願いします。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. The angel called Aine bowed so deeply I could see her back. Oh. The feathers spilling from her back made me fully realize that this girl was, without a shadow of a doubt, a genuine angel.
それにしてもほんとこの羽ってよくできてるわね。
Her feathers are really well made. Yeah, they must be real. She's an angel, a genuine angel after all, right? Oh, who's this? Oh, a teacher? Not good.
やばいやつ。
Wait, if he's a teacher, should he be smoking at school? Oh,
かよ。
Oh.
私、橋口のことが好きなの。
Shunsuke stared at me vacantly. When I saw that, I was instantly struck with regret. I yelled way too much. Couldn't I have been a little cuter about telling him how I felt? Look, he's completely shocked.
あの、
なんだ今の告白か？
This is bad. He laughed at my confession.
That's why he's no good.
傷つくんだけど。
Yeah.
悪い悪い。そういう意味じゃなくて、
What did
珍しいなって思ってさ。
what did he mean then?
私らしいって褒めてんの？けなしてんの？
褒めてるんだよ。
Shinsuke smiled. Despite laughing at me, I felt like I could forgive him just from that single smile.
何よそれ。どういう顔していいかわかんないんだけど。
ありがとう。
Oh, thank you.
ありがとうって他になんか。
Yeah.
ありがとう。
ああ、嬉しいよ。
Okay.
嬉しい。
And what did that mean? Was it okay to say something that would lead me on so easily?
そんなこと言っていいわけ？アリエさんのことが好きって言ってたじゃない。
もう振られた。
振られたの？
あれは振られたとも言えないかな。告白すらさせてもらえなかったっていうか。
どういうこと？
告白しようと思ったんだよ。でも小雪さん、そんな俺の雰囲気を察したのか、はぐらかされたっていうか。
What do you think, Aki-chan? Do you think that's what she did?
I think she's smart. She probably has lots of experience and knew what was coming.
Maybe you're right.
She can tell. She can read the air.
I see. I guess.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
何それ？ひどい。
いや、いいんだ。小雪さんは俺に気づかせてくれたから。
Realize something?
本当に大切な人はそばにいるって。
Is that supposed to make her happy? I wonder.
Right?
大切な人。
近くにいすぎて気づかなかったんだ。でもさっきうくつのこと見つけた時、俺気づいたら走り出してた。体が勝手に。嬉しかったんだ。
嬉しかったって。
つまりだ、俺もうくつのこと。
No. Apparently, I love you too. Apparently. Yeah, he sounds a little unsure. Skinny
I was going to confess to the girl that I actually liked, but she didn't let me. So, yeah, I guess you're good too. You've always been here around me, so yeah. I think that's good.
So
Apparently, yeah.
it's not just me feeling this way. Oh. Yeah, I guess I love you. Oh. What's she gonna do? He better get back on the try. What was it, the sudden development? He suddenly told me he loved me, even though I was the one who said it.
あ、やべ、電車動くみたいだ。行かないと。
行くってちょっと。
お前大丈夫か？
No. Shinsuke looked at me with concern. Taking another look, I was in awful shape. I scraped myself all over and was bleeding from my knees down. But yeah, he's gonna go.
それは大丈夫。戻ってすぐ保
Didn't
健室行く
ask
か
you
ら。
about how you were doing.
そうか。じ
Is
ゃ
this
あ俺
going
行
to
く
leave
な。
you bleeding? And hurt?
ちょっと待ってよ。さっきの話って。
He's going to Hokkaido. What was happening? Was it okay for me to be overjoyed? I didn't know what I should do. I don't know what she should do either.
電話も。
He's gonna email her?
送るから。
私もメールするけど。
あ、携帯は変わらないから。じゃあ本当に行くな。元気で。
元気で。もう言葉はない。本当にもう。
But she's happy, so that's good. It was hard to tell who started it, but we shook each other's hand. Shunsuke was at least a hug, maybe. I guess people were around, so. His warm hand parted from me, but I felt a connection between us like I never felt before.
I'm just gonna say, I feel like this is cheapening. Cheapening the red string.
I worked so hard, and then Shinsuke.
This is what I said. This is what I said the whole time, and everybody thought I was silly. I always speak the truth.
Right, I'm so conflicted too. I want to be happy for her, but as long as she's happy, right? Ain't gonna think you happy and happy.
Good thing he's moving away.
Was it just my imagination? Regardless of the distance about to be put between us, I didn't feel as alone as I thought I would. Besides, if it came down to it, I could just run to him. Oh, to Hokkaido? My heart was now ready to be able to break into a sprint at any time. Oh, at the church again. Oh, are we gonna say thank you? Oh.
人間が天使の代行天使業に手を染めた人間は
それはもう
Oh,
人間ではないのではないでしょうか。
Oh no.
other angels? Humu,
あの人間
boy angel?
What happened? What's gonna happen to Tomoe?
Is he gonna be attacked by angels?
Oh, chapter 1 end!
Done.
Right, that sounds like the voices of villains. Villains!
Millions!
Wow, a lot happened. Wow! I don't know if...
I was right all along.
I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I've never felt
I
this
was
good.
right all along. I knew Shinsuke was bad. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm glad that Kayo-chan was able to confess and things worked out. Maybe. Maybe not. I have a feeling maybe he's gonna send her one or two emails and... But at least she has no regrets, right? This is
oh,
Yuno.
Yuno.
Let's save.
Ah, this is Yuno sensei, right?
Oh, 忘れちゃった。
Huh?
Oh.
She has a phone call? Can she answer
Let's
so
save.
fast?
Let's save. Save.
Aki-chan's not a fix. Ah, let's save here.
Save.
Save. Yeah. Right there.
Saved.
Yeah, he's gonna forget his email or his login. He's gonna be like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should get going for today.
that was a lot.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
And we're back.
Tadaima! Wow. I can't believe what happened. I really, every time I was like, oh, maybe this is gonna happen, and then it didn't happen, and then maybe this would happen, and then it didn't happen.
I was right the whole time. And nobody can say I was wrong. Because the moment I saw Shinsuke, I thought, he's not good. He's not good for Kaio.
I can understand Kaio though, you know, they've been childhood friends. And then whenever she had tough times, he was always there to give her the right words.
You can do it! And that's all.
They get along. They spent lots of time together. There's scientific studies that the more time you spend with the person, the higher chance that you're gonna fall in love with each other. So,
But he didn't really like her at all.
yeah. But as long as Kaio-chan's happy, that's what's important,
I'm
right?
glad she's happy.
Right?
That ended okay, but...
Yeah, right. That was a huge roller coaster. I'm still not sure what to feel, what to think. And now Tomoe, now he's gonna be hunted by villains, angel villains,
Shinsuke would have been better if he had the right eyebrows.
Just
Maybe
that.
it
Just
would
that.
have made his personality a bit better.
Yeah. Oh, Aki-chan wasn't right.
I am always right.
Yeah. No, right? It's interesting though. I feel like I haven't played a visual novel like that approaches love like this, right? And like Tomoe is so realistic,
What?
right? I don't know, like, you know, he has an interesting worldview, even though it's kind of not the happiest. You know?
He acts like he's always right.
But I have a feeling that Aine-chan's gonna change things. You know? You know, Naruko and Aine-chan, they're good balance. So, I think maybe he'll find a new purpose in life. Maybe, you know.
I'm interested in Yuno though.
Yuno-chan?
Yuno-sensei.
Yeah. Yeah, Aki-chan, you should give them encouragement, you know? I don't know. It's hard. Ito-kun, thank you! Oh, what's your take on this, Makoto? Oh, it's hard. I agree with Tomoe and Naruko that, you know... she should... I still feel like maybe... she would regret it if she didn't confess. But... now she's confessed. And he's like, I guess I like you. So... and then he's gonna move to Hokkaido.
He'll email her. Genki de.
I don't know what's the next step, you know? Are they gonna get married like this? Right? They didn't hug. They didn't hug goodbye. They just...
he didn't worry if she's okay or not.
Yeah, he just left her breathing. I know, like, couldn't he take the next trolley? You know?
His parents were on it.
His parents can go ahead. He's big enough. He can travel on his own, no? Yeah. Wow. I'm interested in Yuno-sensei though.
I would at least don't respond to a confession like he did.
Yeah. If a girl tells you that she loves you, don't go, apparently I love you too. I think that's the number one thing we learned about today, right?
Yeah.
Chapter 2 is gonna be good. Yuno-sensei is really cute. So. We've already teased her a little bit, but I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot more teasing. And look, she had the little flower hairpin, you know, even though she's a teacher, right?
She's breaking the rules.
You know, I don't know about teachers that have cute things in their hair, but I like it. Yeah, what's it? What are they called? Long distance love. It's hard, right? I feel like this is gonna be hard on my heart. What about you, Aki-chan? Are you gonna be what's it? Invincible to it?
Invincible?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
The romance and pain of Bokuten. Are you gonna be able to survive it without a scratch?
We'll see how it goes.
100 HP still left intact.
We'll see.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It sounds like something Shinkai Makoto's films. Usually they end well though, no? Too well. I don't know about this one. I really don't know about this one. But maybe that's the good thing about it, you know? You never know. Sanity pills! First the phasmophobia sounds and now... No. Sanity pills. Oh no. Well, I think it's time to action. Super chat readings! Thank you, travelers, for joining us today on the latter half of the first chapter of Bokuten, and for all your comments and thoughts on love and confessions, and for your super chats too. Thank you. We'll start from the top. Great card! Thank you! Super chat, arigato! I hope you had a good lunch break. I wonder, is dinner break gonna be soon too? I wonder what lunch was. I'm hungry too. Snipe! Thank you! We're angels. Does that mean we get to wear Aine-chan's outfit? I wonder if there's other angels today with different outfits. Right?
I wanna see them.
But I also really like the school uniform too. I wanna try wearing that too. You know, it's like
cute outfits.
I feel like
cute outfits.
It's a science, you know? As the white makes things look bigger, right? And then there's the vest with the the clasps, the corset, and it's dark color, right? So it kind of makes everything go cute kind of thing. And you know, it just looks so clean. They look like they smell good. That's the important thing, right? That you wear clothes that make you look like you smell good. Right? Conrad, thank you! Right, what a stream. 2.5 angels, umaine. Thank you! Great clap! O shigoto otsukaresama desu. Good job at work today. Wow. James, thank you! Right, me too! I don't know.
Bokuten.
I don't know. What if our hearts get broken in the process of playing Bokuten?
I think it'll be okay.
What? Sanity pills. Cats can fix it. Cats can fix it, right?
Cats can fix everything.
Yeah, maybe Tomoe needs to send us some stray cats our way too, right?
Thank you! I'm glad you feel happy,
right?
At their sad love story.
But it's not really sad. Everything worked out in the end for Kayo.
Did it?
Yeah. She got what she wanted at least. That was the best possible solution. So, personally, I think it would have been best for her just confess and not have to regret it, and then just be furareta. Turned down. Yeah, I think that would have been best. But Luna Misteo, thank you for the super chat. Super chat, arigato.
It's on sale on Steam right now too, right?
As well as Gogo Nippon too. So, if we haven't gone on any tours and travels in Japan together yet, now's a good time too. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So please go check it out. Luna Misteo, I wonder, are you a big Overdrive fan? Maybe? Thank you so much for joining us today, though. I hope you'll join us again during Bokuten and also during our New Year's countdown too. Inta-kun, thank you! Oh, Aki-chan, do you want to try wearing pink? Maybe. I don't really want to switch up our sweaters though. Well, you know, there's always the Madoka cosplay, right? You remember the one you made? Right? I guess the sizes are a bit different. But you could just maybe bring it in the chest area, right? Right? Maybe. No, thank you! Bless you, Angel. Bless you, Aine-chan. Bless you. Did you know that in Japanese they don't have bless you? Yeah, in Japan. So if somebody sneezes, just stay quiet. But I kind of like it, especially saying bless you to an angel, right? It works well, right?
We hit 5,500!
Thank you, Traveler!
Thank you!
We did it before the new year! Wow! I didn't think we could, but...
thank you!
Wow! The best Christmas present and New Year's present! Thank you so much, Travelers, for all your support!
55%!
55% to the new Gogo Nippon! I wonder if we can reach 10k soon? We'll work hard, so please continue to cheer for us. Thank you so much, Travelers! Aki-chan, you're gonna work hard at Reddit too, right? Right? I don't know, it's hard to find a way to be able to, get yourself out there, right? So we're trying TikTok too, and then Reddit. Aki-chan, you're trying your best there too. There's a whole bunch of new things we want to try in the new year too. So please continue to support us so much. Thank you. 本当にありがとう。Derek, thank you for the super chat. Yes. 変わった少女. We've heard a lot about it, right? characters look really cute too.
There's other things I want to try first.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never played what's it? Like an English language visual novel before, like an original English language visual novel. So I'm curious. Ito-kun! Welcome back to Misaki Frequent Science Preview! Oh yeah, Aki-chan. When I wasn't looking, you could have
When you weren't looking.
went on a rampage.
When you were sleeping.
Yeah. And it's not good to delete tweets afterwards too. So, well,
It's the truth. Why would I do
I was thinking maybe I could delete them, but then maybe that would make some travelers sad or happy. I don't know, but it's not good to delete tweets. So. Thank you, Ito-kun. I'm sorry, Aki-chan disagrees about prom there. But yes, Kawato Shoujo. I'm interested the most in the character with the purple hair. And then also the twin tails, the blonde hair. What about you, Aki-chan? I've heard a lot of things about it, but you know, there's so many visual novels. That's how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm curious though. I wonder how it feels, you know? いつかやってみます。Thank you, Derek. Ito-kun, thank you again. The effort for love. It's hard, I think.
I think Kayo really cares about someone who doesn't care about her.
I think it's important not to have regrets, but
that's just gonna make you sad.
yeah, I don't know what the future holds for them, you know?
It's not good to care about someone more than they care about you.
Yeah.
It's just gonna make you hurt. Yeah.
I always wonder what comes after the confession though. Right?
Marriage.
Is that a happy future? Is that a happy future for them? I wonder. どうでしょうね。But a happy ending.
Ito-kun, thank you.
Thank you. Hopefully a happy ending. Maybe we'll see how it actually ends.
It's not like I don't want to support love. I don't want to support that.
Oh, that? You don't think that's...
I don't think that's love. Yeah.
Tickling. Marriage, right, Aki-chan? 結婚ね。Yeah. You know? One day it's confession, the next day it's marriage. Right?
Always.
Always, right? Yeah. GGN's your favorite beat. Thank you!
Masterpiece.
We're on the level of
Of course.
Jinsei.
Why would we not?
Is it Gogon GGN Jinsei? Is that it now?
Wakanko.
GGN は観光
Yeah, Kanado は人生。GGN は観光。
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you! 嬉しいな
Comment,
Right, what a stream today. I don't know. I feel exhausted for Kayo a bit.
Right? She did so much.
So much emotional exhaustion, physical exhaustion, and then
I'm sure her brain is tired too.
right. She needs a good sleep. That's for sure.
Right. Good food, good sleep, good bath. Yeah. Good guys, thank you.
Good work today. And take a good rest. Hopefully
You need good food, good bath. What else did I say?
good weather.
What? What did I say? I can't remember.
まあね
Good sleep.
Good sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you, James. I don't know.
We are practicing more for our New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's karaoke. It's gonna be a bit different from normal, right? Because the New Year's countdown. So we're gonna be talking a little bit about this, a little bit of that, doing some special New Year's karaoke.
You sort of have to be there. You're gonna sort of have to be there.
Right?
Yeah.
nice, Rainy. Please be there. I know it might be really early in your time zone, but if you could maybe wake up a bit early,
or
and we can have breakfast, maybe breakfast or lunch or
maybe
dinner.
if it's not New Year's countdown for where you are, you can watch it early or later. And then when it is your New Year's countdown, you can watch it again.
That's a good idea, Aki-chan.
Super smart.
Right?
Yeah.
Great card, thank you. Oh no, still raining. Take a bath and nice warm bath, right? That always helps, especially right now. Yeah, get warmed up, okay?
I recommend a spicy bath.
A spicy bath.
The bath salt.
The bath salt's right.
Spicy. Makes you warm.
Make you sweat. Yeah. Inta-kun, thank you. Are you ready for the countdown? No. There's still this song and that song that we want to practice, and I want to be able to kind of prepare this and that too. So, but slowly but surely we're getting there, right, Aki-chan?
Usually for karaoke we don't practice, but this time we really have to practice.
Yeah. Best New Year's countdown possible, right? Thank you. And now thank you for the congratulations on the 5K, 5.5K, 5.5K. Thank you. It's definitely started to slow down recently, but that's okay, right? Slowly, day by day. You know, new traveler by new traveler. And then eventually, after lots of fun streams and lots of fun adventures and memories made, we'll get there to a new Gogo Nippon and then have even more fun adventures awaiting us, right?
We'll claw our way there.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much, travelers. Now, let's take a peek at our schedule. Our schedule. So next, on Friday the 31st, we have our New Year's countdown and karaoke. And I know that the rest of the world celebrates the New Year's a bit differently from Japan, so we'll be talking about all the different traditions and kind of things that you do in New Year's in Japan, oshogatsu. So and then we'll also be doing a karaoke special Kohaku Itagasen team karaoke showdown. I guess we won't be on teams, or should we be on teams?
No.
No. No. I guess Aki-chan, you'd be the white. I'd be the red.
Hi. No.
But yeah, we'll be on the same team. We don't need to battle, right? Yeah. And then we'll count down to the new year in Japan time. So it might be a bit different from your New Year's countdown in your time zone. But like Aki-chan mentioned, that means you could go back later and then put it on when it is the countdown in your time zone too, right? It's a good thought. It's a good thought.
Yeah. Always good thoughts coming from Akira.
And then on Sunday the 2nd, we'll be playing Kurokiyomi 2 and 3. We played 1 earlier. It was an interesting experience, right? You know, having to read the error and figure out what's the most polite, what should I do in this situation? What should I do in this situation? Right, that part too. You know, I'm a Joshiana, like a female newscaster, and the host, his wig just fell off. Do I look at it, or do I just continue looking straight? You continue looking straight.
You continue on the news.
Right?
Because it's your job.
That's the job. And that would be polite to him. You know, he's embarrassed, right? So, that kind of thing, right? So, we hope that you join us on Sunday the 2nd for Kurokiyomi 2 and 3. Consider it in English. Consider it, right?
Good for the new year.
Right? I'm looking forward to the New Year's countdown. We can talk about all our hopes and goals for the New Year as well. So, I don't think it's gonna end right away at the countdown once it's done, right? Not at all, right? So, please join us, okay? I know that there's probably a lot of other VTubers doing a countdown too, so we might have a bit of competition, but we promise you that it'll be worth it, okay?
Ours will be the best.
Yeah. Thank you so much, travelers. We hope you enjoy Bokuten as much as us today. Definitely I'm still very like, I don't know how to feel, but thank you so much, travelers. Yeah, a couple more songs after the countdown. Oh, that's a good idea too. Maybe if we run out of time. We'll probably run out of time, right? We need to make sure we time it properly,
Right,
right?
it's very important.
Just like how Kohaku Utagasen does too, right? We'll figure it out. But there might be extra songs. Thank you so much, Travelers! See you during the New Year's countdown, okay?
Right.
Thank you so much! Otsugo go! Bye-bye! Otsugo go! Bye-bye! Into-kun, thank you! Kobe, thank you! Otsugo go! Bye-bye! Otsugo go!
James Moynihan, thank you.
Moynihan! Otsugo go! Thank you! Otsugo now! Thank you!
Eigo Otsugo go!
Thank you! Eigo Otsugo go! ありがとう!
Bye-bye.
Jinky! Otsugo go!
Excelsior!
Yushin-chan! Otsugo go! Yippins! Bye-bye! Otsugo go! See you! またね! Mac-Mac! Bye-bye! Otsugo go!